between the Zentarum and Xanathar thing.
They just
fucking spider guy to just whip out a fucking antimatter rifle.
See, I'm willing to potentially have as like an end game situation, like you slowly build potentially the artificer be able to create like a more modern day gun. You know,
no,
like...
I have a much worse one. They just pull out a gat.
Yeah, but either way, either way, we ended last session with you guys meeting with a drow. As you're starting to pick up on, there's a lot of drow down here in the dark below. Mainly because this is before the sunlight sensitivity redo. You met with the Rizzler. Who tasked you with taking out the Xanathar post-star here. You realized you already took out one of them. He still requests you to go get their head at least, just so that they... or at least report back after you kill Sun, and then he'll go to investigate the head. One of the two, you know, depending on your guys' pathways. Promised you a reward as well as with giving you the knowledge of how to get to Skullport, even potentially escorting you to the Skullport. And that is where we are going to continue with you guys in the other room.
Yes, it's Snakebite kind of begrudgingly going along with this.
Because you'd rather just kill everybody.
Yeah, I'd rather fight both sides and take...
No. You made it clear you would rather kill everybody.
Yeah.
You have murderous intent.
Honestly, I am really not happy with how I chose to phrase that.
True, but that's how everyone's interpreting it.
I mean...
Fair enough. They have every right to.
I mean, Vera didn't say anything about you wanting to murder everybody.
No, but either way, that is where we're picking up. So if you guys want, you have a map that Whistle has at their disposal.
Okay.
And you know where you've been and where you haven't been yet.
Yeah, so Vera's like, okay, Whistle, can you provide the map real quick?
Yeah, give me just a moment, and she'll get it rolled out so people can take a peek at it.
Okay, so
here's the post. It'll get stylized by Thorny at some point, but there you go.
Oh, nice.
I know we're gonna get another Whistle original here soon. Excellent. Where are we in all this? Holy God.
So Vera's like looking around the map, looking at the room we're in right now. It's like, okay, so we are here. And the people we're going after are up there. Points to like where the Xanathar we ran into earlier. And we need to get the head from over here, which is to the area we killed the one.
Well, you know what I could do temporarily? If I am clever about this.
A few areas we have yet to explore are the area right down the hallway over here. We have a couple doors over there. We have a hallway by the rust bugs, whatever they are. We have a doorway by the staircase he went down. We have a hallway where we're shooting bolts of fire at everybody. And I think that's about it. From what it looks like, the doorway that's right by that staircase leads into another hallway area entirely. So, I don't know how should we tackle this? I mean, as much as I want to fight the Xanathar up north and get the head of the one for proof of kill, there's a lot more area of this war to explore. How do we all feel?
God, when there really is like a shit ton of this map left. God, dang it.
Yeah, the dungeon is big.
I mean, up north, it just looks like there's 2 side rooms. From the hallway outside this door here. Points to the door.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, going down past the rust monsters, looks like it leads into another couple corridors and everything, and maybe another staircase. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then, from looks like past the doorway to the south.
There you go.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh,
Hey,
okay. So those extra lines aren't there then.
yeah, the extra line. It's just those are like extended. Like if I wanted to extend the dungeon, but I
Okay.
haven't done.
Yeah, I will.
It's
change
massive
my
enough
wording
as
then.
it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Oh
I should change my wording then and be like, okay, so up north, it looks like it's just 2 rooms. There. If we go.
Yeah, I do not think it is worth going over there to
I mean,
purchase
we can
2
always.
rooms.
We can always go in them just to say we saw them and see if there's anything left behind in them. But for my own sake, what it looks like, down this way past the rust monsters is another door that leads into a corridor area.
Mhm.
Another couple rooms. Let's see. I can go investigate that area. I'm assuming the secret room here isn't like marked on the map.
Yeah, the obviously you don't know about the any secret areas.
Yeah. So we can, well, we know of the door at least. So it's like we can go to the southwest here and investigate the secret door over there.
You also do have a bunch of area deep south
There we
that
go.
haven't looked at.
That's
Thank you.
better.
We also have a bunch of area in the south that we haven't looked at.
Yeah, we have all that area in south, which I'm not sure where that goes, but maybe worth a look. I don't know.
Yeah, so like anything that is clearly looks like a secret you're not aware of. Which, to be fair,
I think the only secret is this one.
you're aware of the secret.
Yeah. Secret-wise, I think that's the only one.
Secret tunnel.
So yeah, you guys are right here, so you guys have this area here to deal with, and
Yeah, we have
everything
this whole
below
area.
here pretty much.
Yep, we got
Yeah,
this
whole
area.
area over here.
And we
And
got
down here.
everything down here.
Yep, those are the places left to explore.
Alright,
Alright,
so
I want to go past the rust monsters then and tackle those since it's right along the way.
okay.
I propose
mean,
we impose the tactic of just running the hell away from them.
Yeah, I mean,
Sooner we eliminate them, the sooner they don't become a problem. But given their appetite and type of, I guess, just given their diet, that's the word I'm looking for. Given their diet, we should have a more structured means of approach. lest we lose gear.
Indeed. Can I do a roll and see if I know exactly what they can or can't eat?
Sir.
Okay.
Let me just check to see if there's any special one.
To be more specific, I'm like more curious if they can eat like magical items or if it's just normal items. Or any items, should I say.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a Arcana or Nature roll.
Arcana or nature? Let me see. I do Arcana. That is a 26.
So, rust monsters are insect-like creatures that live on the ground and eat metal. Rust monsters have the antennae that corrode any metal they touch, and rust monsters can also corrode any type of metal, including mithril and adamantium, but not gold.
Okay, so yeah, going over all of that. I mean, do I know if they can eat like magically enchanted stuff?
You believe it's mainly non-magical. You're unaware, though. You know mithril and adamantium are magical metals, so
Okay, so
you're confident that magic has a barrier, at least, if anything.
Yeah, the distinction in words I'd use is mithril and adamantium are mystical metals, but are not inherently magical because they do not have an enchantment upon them.
Yeah, sir.
okay.
But you also know that the rust monsters can pinpoint the location of any ferocious metal that there is, aka iron and such.
Phosphorus.
Oh.
No, ferrous.
So ferrous.
Yeah, it's ferrous.
Iron-based metals.
Iron-based.
Yep.
So so in that case, I am basically just a giant walking magnet then.
Yep.
Not entirely, actually.
Sort of like gestures to like his massive plate mail and like glowing battle axe. He goes, "Do enlighten me."
When you put it like that, yes, you are. But if you think about it, very like knocks on Snakebites like armor. Magically
It's metal.
enchanted. As well, though. You have a slight protection for your armor. As well as Azurich has her own protections. Being, well, essentially a legendary weapon.
I sort of think to Azurich, can you confirm this?
You think that I would fall to such measly creatures? Perhaps you're not worthy to wield me if you have to question that.
If you get... Okay, well, excuse me for being careful. Would you rather me just go start swinging you around willy-nilly and hoping
A warrior should trust in their blade and not question their worthiness and the sharpness of their blade.
Again, reminder, I don't know if Azurich is saying that loud. Snakebite says
It's all mental, so you only can talk in your head. So you're just burning out while you're talking in your head.
I can't communicate my half of the conversation out loud because it's funny.
You can. I'm just saying she doesn't.
Yeah, I'm saying mine out loud because I think it'd be funny if I did.
Fair enough.
Okay, so Snakebite's arguing with his weapon again.
Yes, it's another Tuesday. Just another Tuesday.
You feel Azrael's get heavy in your hand.
I am sorry for doubting you, Azurich. Fine.
I just had a really intrusive thought.
Make it up to me by killing that measly vampire in your group.
He's not a vampire. Azurich, he's not a vampire.
I do not trust him. Be ready your blade when the time comes.
Let's see. Looking over everybody's kind of gear. I know Snakebite is magically enchanted armor. I think Whistle as well, right?
Very, yeah.
Honestly,
all of
in
you
the-
have magical items at this point. None of you really have
Yeah, we have all
non-magical.
magical items. Vera doesn't have magical armor.
Honestly, the worst person that'd come out of this is Sybil, because I have some unenchanted gear. But
Mhm.
it's... The worst offender right now is the short sword.
Yeah.
And my studded leather, because that is technically unenchanted, because I don't use the armor of assembly studded leather.
Yeah, both me and you have worse off armor for
Now,
if we get hit.
I want to point out, when you looked into the room, you saw the two Rushmasters. They were fighting over a helmet. You also saw that the wall was decorated with a bunch of bas reliefs of dwarves and Sinin, and there was about a dozen empty iron torch brackets mounted on the north and south walls at 10-foot intervals.
Yep. So, yeah, we could probably knock one of those down. If worse comes to worse, but if we... Combat-wise, I think it would be best if Vera, like, always stays in the back and maybe Sybil, in case we do get hit. We don't know what they would do.
I just
to
hope there are
armor.
not many. My quiver would not be able to sustain a swarm.
Well, you guys can move your
I mean, there's
characters
only the
around.
two.
Well, we can't because we're on the wrong map.
Yeah, we could just switch back over, or oh no, that's the wrong one.
There we go. Okay. Actually, Sybil, how is your quiver looking?
She does carefully count. 8 pointed arrows and the blunted tip.
8 pointed arrows.
Yeah, the
and
walloping
blunted-
arrow.
It's gonna sound like an odd question. Can you use a gun?
I have not attempted. I don't believe such a mechanism has ever fell into the Feywild.
Okay.
Above table, biters have proficiency on all martial weapons, and firearms are martial. You could play it up
That's
as you
fair.
don't know how to work it, but you
But once you do
theoretically
work it, you're a
could.
dead shot.
Okay.
So play around as you will, but just so you know above table.
Yeah, you see Vera like rummage through her pack and is like, let's see, I think. Ah, yes, here it is. She pulls out actually her first gun she made.
Aww.
Alright, so of course I'm gonna want this back. But in worst
Sybil
case-
will lean close to inspect it, kind of getting into Vera's personal space a bit.
she's
Do
actually
you
fine with
have proficiency in smithing tools or tinkering tools?
What tools? I've got musical instruments.
Okay, so you can inspect it, but you won't have like a key nine for it.
Yeah, but it's more of just a curiosity. I've never seen this thing before.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, very much like, well, actually, very like, she moves her cloak and you see Chaos Keeper, her Devil's Rum, and the Ghost Revolver, Last Call, like on her hip. On her hips.
Looking like a
Sides,
pirate
so-
over there.
You certainly have a collection of these.
Thanks.
Indeed.
Thanks. Update
Yeah.
the map.
Yeah, that's going on.
Nice.
And then, yeah, Vera points to what holds up this one. Is like, this one is actually my first one that I made.
I love it, honestly.
I'm happy to hear that.
She doesn't see much use, but I have this, and I have. It's not on this sheet, but I know I have it on my D&D Beyond sheet. Hold on, let me double check how much ammo I have.
Oh yeah, you haven't had the need for ammo so long.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Chaos Keeper, I can always just throw in a firebolt to refill it.
Yep.
And Ghost Revolver is, I think, the only one that requires ammo.
You have six bullets that refill at dawn, and it requires you to spend hit points to refuel it, and you can double up in your with your bullets if you wish to like activate the extra abilities.
I have oh right, I should actually refill my firearm bullets then, because I think I used 2 of the shots when I was using Ghost Revolver like a while back.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
I have 2 different instances of snake bites or protection. My wisdom save is plus 16 right now.
Yeah.
That averages out to like a plus 20. What the hell? Because you've got advantage on those 2.
Oh. Yeah, I'll add them. I'll add them while we do.
There we go.
Shit. But nope. I will hand Sybil the pistol and 15 bullets from her pouch. Worst case scenario, if you run out of ammo in your quiver and we're not back up top yet, you can at least maybe use this for your range.
Does the bullets come with like powder?
I mean the firearm bullets. Hold on.
Yeah,
Doesn't
Ghost
say anything.
Revolver doesn't use regular bullets.
Yeah, I thought it did. That's why I bought the bullets. Honestly.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things of like, oh, doesn't need it anymore. But I've had them since I've had.
Yeah, that's
my
fair. I mean,
original pistol.
Theoretically, that's how the pistol works, but also, because they have like a musket, so.
This it rolled instead. This is a 5. But yeah, you could see it.
Yeah, no. It is. Yeah, because they have a musket. Like, I would imagine that it is a flintlock. Like, looking at the artwork for the player handbook, it's a flintlock. So
Yeah.
it would normally require the like you'd have to do the gunpowder, the whole.
Yeah, I believe they have the loading property too.
Yep.
Yeah. The way it actually looks, it's been a while since I described Vera's original pistol. But the way Vera's original pistol looked was, it's like a single chamber. You break it open, put in a bullet, like close it back up and shoot it. Since that's the way she kind of designed it.
Yeah. Sybil sort of plays around. I say play around, but it's not like with a little kid. It's thoroughly inspecting.
Yeah.
And
you're like getting the feel of it.
Yeah. And you do notice Sybil doesn't put her finger near the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So it says shares a lot of similarities with the hand crossbows.
Essentially, yes. I mean, as long as you just load in one of these, and better like hold up one of the bullets, load it up into the chamber there, point at the target, pull back the hammer, and shoot it.
That's rechambering or reloading. It's going to take some practice, but point and loose. Should I expect it to be as loud as your other firearms?
Essentially, yes. I mean, I've taken good care of her. Even if I haven't been using her, she's well oiled. So, chamber should just pop open like this, and Pharaoh like asks for the gun back, and you'll just see her like, almost like lightning, just like pop the chamber open, put in a bullet, close it, point. She doesn't shoot it at all though. Then you see her like unload the chamber, pop out the bullet, she just load it in.
Interesting. At least I'll be able to. Hopefully, my hearing doesn't get too damaged from all this.
You should be fine.
As for
Just
the extra munitions, I don't have a spare pouch on hand.
you have a spare pouch, or you don't have a spare pouch? Sorry.
Don't have a spare pouch on hand. Closest thing is coin pouch.
Oh, here you go. I'll hand you over one of her pouches.
Prepared for long expeditions, are you?
I mean, I've always had the extra pouches. I just used one for ingredients and one for bullets.
Fair enough. Alright.
You don't hold a lot, but I mean, it holds enough for expeditions, like you said.
Critical roll.
I just ask that after we get back up to the surface, I very much like her back, as well as any unused bullets.
Indeed, though I might, depending. Now that I know this is an option, I might be asking practice at some point.
No, of course. I mean, I don't know where we could shoot it without getting in trouble with the law.
It's registered. It's fine.
Trevor like looks at Snakebite.
It's registered, right? Right? Snakebite sort of like raises an eyebrow. It's like that freaking like meme from Star Wars. It's like, you registered your firearms, right?
Right.
You haven't been running around with unregistered guns, have you?
I mean, she pats Chaos Keeper and the Ghost Revolver. I mean, this one's registered, and this one, don't worry about it.
Oh,
Don't worry about this one. Points to the one that's being held by Sybil, and don't worry about the Ghost Revolver.
The 2024 pistol does not have a light property.
No, it does not.
No, it does not.
Nope.
I don't think it ever did.
Don't actually wait. Random question. Your mastery. You have Vex as your mastery, right? Or no?
It's Vex on a specific
also
weapon.
believe
It's a
mastery
specific
applies.
weapon.
Yeah, mastery applies
okay.
specific weapons.
Sorry, I'm not used to mastery, so...
Like if you ever look at my sheet and go, "Why do you have maul proficiency?" It's a placeholder for the Tonfa, because
I
Tonfa
got
has topple.
Yep. I gotcha. Either way, you at least have that, so... Be my guest. Use it if you wish. But just know that, if you use it, you're definitely not going to be hidden.
I'd figured as much. Hence another reason to iron out our battle plan against the biters, or the monsters.
Indeed. So, let's see here.
I mean, really, it's the feelers that are the problem.
Snakebite sort of like looks over towards Whistle. He goes, you're becoming predictable, Whistle."
Indeed. But what you say exactly, Whistle?
It's really the feelers that are the problem.
On the rust monsters, yeah. I mean, as long as you stay at far enough range. Whistle, you have the Sun Staff, which probably make quick work of it, and Snakebite, you have Azure Edge, so...
As that's brought up, Sybil kind of looks down to the obviously not entirely wooden gun, and makes a mental note.
Above table, what do you think I am, Reed Richard? The wooden gun to Magneto?
Well, honestly,
And the bullets are very much made of metal, so...
Old guns were typically a metal barrel on a wooden handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were literal just hand cannons. But...
Yes, extremely little.
I mean, I'm looking at the art they give for their pistols. It is straight up a flintlock. Like, if you know what a
Yeah.
flintlock
Yeah,
looks, that's
I
what
know.
it is.
Yeah.
I mean, rapiers exist. I think it's safe to assume we have flintlocks.
No, it's also the fact that, all honesty, the way Vera made the weapon was she made it mostly out of metal because that's all she had. She didn't really have wood.
Either
Anyways.
way, I will wait to see how you all engage. Determine whether I want to go quiet or go loud. By the way, I do thank you for the additional option, Vera.
Of course. Thinking which I should actually. I'll add it after. As a thing, just remind me like how many bullets you use and all that, and I'll just add that to my sheet
I'm
afterwards.
generally very good at keeping track of my own munitions.
Yep. All right. So yeah, I think as long as you two points to wherever Whistle is and Snakebite. You two keep the front since both of you hit like a truck. I'll say near the back.
You can't see her, just treat her like a fairy. I always assume she's right behind you, ready to whisper in your ear.
Just to let you know, you kick that door. The door is like loosely hanging in there. It's not really shut.
I was imagine Sigma kind of just like tries to poke it open and it just falls over.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'll
And
say
then
near
sort
the
of, like,
back and.
Go ahead.
Civil. Yeah. I just want to quickly go over this. Like, yeah, Snakebite, Whistle near the front. Vera actually near the back, and then Sybil near the middle, since pistol's range is, I think, about the same as a crossbow.
Then it should have warned me.
Bow.
Wait, no, hand crossbows have significantly less distance. Then yes, it will be sort of prehensile
30-90.
weapon.
Yeah.
Important question: does Whistle have any metal on them?
I mean, she's wearing enchanted half plate.
Okay.
Alright.
Snakebite does kind of steps over the door with like a look of pride for what he has accomplished there.
They seem to just be moving around in the room, and again, you see the reliefs and the torch brackets.
Yep.
I will await.
Imagine they're a little bit more alert to the approach of actual light, though.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, and 1, 2, 3.
No.
As soon as you step forward, one of them notices the metal, and combat is now engaged.
What?
I had positioned myself so that if they approach, I would get a smack on them, and you walked right into the spot to prevent that from happening.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was just trying to trigger the encounter. I wasn't trying to break your thing.
Hey, 20.
Hey, 19.
Do I have a card? I do have a card. Is there any good cards in the?
I gotta reset it for the session.
Reach up, please, because I want to see if I want to get a card or not.
Hey, Link, she never took the gem card out of my inventory.
I know, but there's no way for me to get rid of the gem card for now, so...
Play it.
What do you mean?
There we go.
Okay.
Just press play card.
Thank you.
I gotta BRB because Sunny sounds like she has to go potty.
Okay.
Did somebody put their card in the...
Yeah, I had 2 cards for some reason, so I ditched the old one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like one for Whistle's plot armor.
Yeah. Just like I had one aura of protection for Whistle and one for plot armor.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I've gone that before. I think it's just
So,
moving
well, if you
around,
don't
like,
play it,
right-
I have to manually go to your deck and so like if I forget to.
yeah. Speaking of which, I probably have to do that with Sunday because I have the jump card and I.
Yeah, if you guys don't play it, it's up to me to kind of
Yeah.
clear your hand, and
See.
sometimes it's hard to do with everything going on.
So that's the one. So it's let's see. That's rogue. Hold on. While we wait for gentleman to get back. Rogue, get advantage on attack. Fate. Reroll. Puzzle. Saving throw. Go. I would take the rogue card instead of thrones.
I love how Snakebite stepped out to initiate the encounter and rolled the lowest initiative.
That is just the curse of
Basically.
heavy armor, of just dumping decks.
So what card did you say you wanted?
The rogue card.
Oh, okay.
That way, in case I want it, I have advantage on attack roll.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, because right. All right. So, because you no longer have the option to even have the weapon mastery. So.
Yeah. Hold on. You didn't take the thrones card from me, so.
Oh, I thought you played.
No. I don't know if I played it or not, but I won't replace.
I know,
it
but
anyways.
like, you need to, yeah.
I need to play it. Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Hold on. Play card. There you go.
Yeah. We were just talking about how if you don't play the cards, I had to manually remove cards. I can't just swap it with the way it's set up. Anyways, it looks like Sybil, you're the first to act.
All right. God damn it. Hold on. So I'll be 10.
As these creatures, this one is the one that seems to have take a beat on the thing. The other one seems to just be getting ready to move as it's responding to the movement.
So, yep, this should. Yep, so I am going to step out here and ready a pistol shot for whichever rust monster gets within melee of Snakebite.
Okay.
There's one way to do it.
There, you're up.
Okay, so hold on a minute. 15, 20 to get there.
You almost trip over Whistle.
Oh, watch it!
Well, it's less trip over and more headbutt, because let's not forget she is always levitating.
Nope.
Oh, fair enough.
No, that's Pandora.
And what are you going to be doing?
They're just small children with plot armor. I get them confused all the time.
Pandora's a full-size bitch.
She's small to the She's small to the Northern Warrior. Okay.
Yeah, but
That's
everybody is.
That's fair.
It's not a defining feature.
Okay, so
No, it's bugged.
The defining feature is how she sometimes looks like herself, but not really.
sadly I can't see the other one, so I can't do my normal twin spell shit. But I can at least hit one. So
Alright.
I love how you conveniently drop that when Snakebite's not here.
well, the thing is, Threndy already knows what I am. I'm pretty sure you have a good idea what I am.
The fireball does land a good hit on one of them.
Oh wait, hold on. Subtract that one. I need to re-roll one of them. That's a lot better.
That's a 10 total. Yeah, nice.
Yep.
Oh, you already activated your light. Why is it? Okay. Oh, the light is on. Okay. You are all fiery. All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
As you
'cause-
hear the shriek of an insectoid-like screech. Whistle.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No, that's just the steam escaping from the shell.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably cook them, you know, do what the list is in dungeon episode.
We could.
Due to the fact that it is aware of the metal that you're wearing, you do not get benefit from invisibility.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll get the benefit from having a shit ton of attacks.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I'm just letting you know.
So I probably need at least 2 to get it.
Let's see. 22, 23.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Whistle.
As you just go bonk bonk, and it just keels over.
Hey guys, it kind of smells like shrimp.
It's as
Interesting.
simple as that.
That was my 30 move. I have a
By the way,
bonus action.
like you guys get to go before them, so like
Right.
Thank you.
What I miss?
You're welcome.
it's about to be your turn.
Simple as that.
Yeah, what you say?
Hey, so that's your. Do you have any bonus action you want to do?
That's exactly what I'm considering. I don't feel like Misty stepping around right now. So... yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. All right, snake bite. You see one of the creatures is already dead.
Dang, Whistle, like, you could have saved at least one for me.
I did! He's over there!
He's
Go ahead.
too far!
Oh,
He's too
you
far
can
for me.
run!
No, I can't
You
run
do
that
it all
far!
day! You do it in the morning! Go, 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 go!
I can't run that far!
You can. You just won't be able to attack.
No, I'm literally 5 feet shy from him.
I'm literally 1 foot shy.
Like one
Just one
square
guy.
away. Alright, I will use my action to dash. And
All right.
Hey, at least I'll be able to see this one. There it is.
yeah, we're revealing the light.
Snakebite. He is our dragon. If he can't do it, I'll buy him a flagon.
I hope that's a promise and not just a chant.
I mean, yeah, but I won't have to do it because you're gonna be
Rather-
doing it. So
Would you rather it have been a rant?
listen, just don't lose. We'll never have to find out.
Okay. Do you have a
Wait, so
bonus
one's over
action
there,
you wish
and-
for?
Yes, he's going to shield up, sings out, bonus action. The cape is gonna billow dramatically as he's ready to fight. That is my turn.
Hark, monster! It is I, Dilzer.
Okay. Well, on its turn, it's going to move up to you with its feelers, and is going to first make it's gonna do the antennae, which is I need you to make me a dex save.
Is this against the poison condition?
No, it's targeting one non-magical object, armor, or weapon worn or carried by the creature. Do you have any non-magical metals? Actually, I don't.
Let me look.
I don't know. Like,
Inventory. Non-magical. I have exactly one.
okay.
Does a 14 save?
If 14 saves, make another dex save. As the other 10, I go for it.
Oh, that's an 11.
Oh, interesting. Well,
Oh, no.
I forgot about the reaction it got.
And my non-magical my single non-magical metal that I have on me is my longsword that I've had since the beginning of the campaign.
Well, 11 is enough to make it. But can you quickly make me a dex save, Whistle?
Sure. Wrong page.
Okay. There would have been corrosion if I remembered its reaction from the Atenai.
Interesting.
It can react when it gets hit by an attack, but you don't have any non-magical metal really anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'm looking at my whole list. I've got nothing.
All right. It gets to do it by attack.
No.
As a last, that is a 19. So nope. All right. Sybil. Technically, it got into range, but you can't see it, so you can't trigger
it in
the
the first place.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do a fucking Six Pistols trick, all right?
You pull a wanted. Now you see the enemy in melee range.
All right.
No. Snakebite's got this.
That's...
You're just within range, I think, for the 30.
It's not. How would it be a disadvantage? And going through Snakebite.
You can dodge.
You really trust him to dodge a bullet?
Yes, actually.
Worst case, it'll bounce off of my perfectly curated pecs.
Yeah.
I think you mean glutes.
Shot in the ass.
Listen, I've seen this play out before.
You know, because I want to use the gun at least once.
Oh, wait, no, hang on. Oh, shit, I couldn't make that rhyme.
So I want to, at least fire a gun once, as to be the one with the gun. I am going to use the boots for the Sungreaves. Pop over here. Yep.
There you go.
Do I want to do it there? Do I want
For the record, I am perfectly okay with what is happening here. I simply wish to check. Did Sybil here Whistle attempt to say, no, Snakebite's got it?
I mean...
I don't care if she doesn't listen. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure it was registered.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to hold a pistol attack in case Snakebite doesn't have this.
Ooh, there we go.
AKA...
That is very a loose term.
AKA, if he misses his 2 attacks, I fire off a pistol shot.
If it's not dead at the end of his turn.
Alright.
Also a parameter.
Vera, do you just hold your action to fire?
Let me see if I can get...
Imagine like the fucking friggin' firing squad queuing up behind me.
I will hold my action for a firebolt.
Alright, Whistle.
Snakebite, same thing.
You're gonna hold your action to do an Eldritch Blast?
Whistle doesn't know that spell.
Oh.
Oh, you're a warlock who doesn't have
Eldritch what now?
That is correct. She didn't even take it. That is something she associates with the bad voice. She does not know.
No, it's completely fair.
Fair enough.
She will. You know what? She'll prep a starry wisp in case it's still alive at the end of his. Actually, she'll specifically do it if he misses his second attack, so one of the others can get the advantage. Oh no, it doesn't have advantage. It's not actually fairy fire. It just feels like fairy fire. So
Yeah,
Okay.
Very fire
Snakebite.
fitting for a cantrip.
it's all up to you now, buddy.
Fucking. All right,
No pressure.
it has to be now.
I mean,
wait.
Whistle was
Let me
able to
take a
kill
look.
theirs in one well, actually, they did have a little bit of
That's Whistle we're
assistance.
talking
I had
about.
another attack. I had that in the bag.
Yeah.
It also got damaged by
I don't
Vera,
think it's
but...
worth using Channel Divinity on this.
I don't know.
All
I'm
right.
not even able to do less than 10 damage.
Make an attack roll.
How hard do we
Let
want
me
to
double check my cards real quick.
I will be honest with you. Do not waste a card on a rust monster.
Oh no, it's a teleport bonus action. It doesn't matter.
Well, actually, maybe you might need that. Anyways,
All right.
you know, instead of rust monsters, I could throw in a rust drake at you.
Nope.
All right.
That's not cool.
That has implications I don't like.
That is a 20 to hit.
No, that misses.
Oh damn! Really?
No, it hits.
Oh, okay. It's 14 slashing.
Yep. It looks like it's still standing. As you carve up into it a little bit.
Second one's a
I'm still
13.
standing.
13 unfortunately misses.
Damn.
As it
really?
grazes across its carapace, yeah. It's got
Okay,
a
guys,
carapace.
I do not got this. Shit.
All right.
So, no, your hold action, if he missed his 2 attacks, he hit 1 attack. I need a dex save from you,
No, I
Snakebite, by the
said
way.
second attack.
Yeah.
I know, I bet Sybil's hold
And he did
action.
miss the second attack.
Okay, but Sybil's was if he missed his 2 attacks. That was the hold action condition.
I thought he.
Fair enough.
I forget how I worded mine. I think I said
If it's still
it's not
alive.
dead.
If it's
Yeah,
not
okay.
dead.
Yeah, so
So whistles and Vera can go off.
there we go. It's do 14 from me.
Unfortunately, 14 is not enough.
14
about-
damage.
The Starry Wisp was not enough. Sorry.
Oh well. Whistle whiff to make him feel better.
Yeah.
See, Snakebite, I'm missing too.
As all of a sudden.
Patronize me.
Oh wait.
Did you make your deck save, by the way, Snakebite? As an Athenai goes for the longsword.
Whistle's attack missed. Okay.
You're fine. Yeah. Do you and Sybil, if you want to shoot, you can too. I was just fucking with you.
Oh, fair enough.
Because like your condition was very specific.
That's fair. I was gonna roll with it. Wait,
It's close enough in line. You're basically saying if he doesn't.
You didn't roll. At least there it is.
There it is.
6 plus.
But you miss, unfortunately, and you accidentally shoot one of the
The one
brackets.
thing Sybil didn't account for was the knockback. So she shoots it like a hand crossbow with like her hand outstretched, and then it just crumbles into her, going, "That, ow!"
All right. Snakebite. It's gonna bite you as 2 Athenais go for your thing. So I'll need 2 dex saves from you.
First one's a 10.
So that weapon, your longsword begins to corrode.
About the long sword.
So you get a -1 penalty. But that's
With that weapon.
yeah, that weapon is now started to corrode.
What's the point where corrodes come entirely?
-5. I think.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
lucky.
that's-
Yep, sorry.
-5 is also 2014 rules, so don't quote me.
Yeah, it still does that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if the weapon is -5, or if the AC is reduced to 10, luckily for you, you are carrying a longsword, so it can't do the destroy metal move. However, it does bite into you with a 21.
Oh, dang! This thing is really getting to me. How
And
much
you
damage
take-
does it hit me with?
6 piercing.
Oh, that's baby stuff. We're fine.
You say that now.
You spend the first little moment loading the pistol again. It is your turn, Sybil.
All right, and seeing the antennae thrash about, she is going to somewhat awkwardly reload, but she does do it quick enough to be able to fire again.
Okay.
Let me just do a boop.
There you go.
Anticipating the recoil this time.
Yeah, no. So that is 12 damage. So as it goes for another antennae, because it just says if it gets hit by attack, not that the attack source is the person's running.
Yeah, it's just like the last little bit. Of
You just explode the
antennae
head.
has.
Whistle, you owe me a flagon.
And you can collect 25 gold worth of monster parts.
Whistle crosses her arms. It'd be more accurate to say that your inaccuracy owes me a flagon.
No, you said that you'd get me a flagon after this. I expect
No,
one.
that's absolutely true. Which is why your inaccuracy owes me a flagon.
Why do I owe you a flagon in this? Where did that come from?
You don't owe me a flagon. Your failure does.
Oof, use like visible sting at the word failure.
I'm just kidding, dude. I missed 2.
Visible recoil.
You know who didn't miss? Sybil.
Quite a lot of power in this thing.
I mean, no, she did. Like, right before she didn't miss. So she missed 2.
Didn't expect it to bite back as hard as it did.
Fair would be like, shh. Let me be proud.
So, now that we have alerted the entire floor, we're here. Where to next?
Whatever's left of it, anyway.
Well, first off, I mean, Sybil will say that, but looking around, she'll look at like the sconces. Are they made of metal?
The brackets, yeah.
Are they too far off the ground for the bugs to get?
Yeah, but but as you inspect it, you realize with enough effort, you could probably rip them off.
That explains it. Food was out of their reach.
Makes sense.
Yeah, as that was a method to distract them.
I've got a weird thing.
Oh, right.
So as Sybil is inspecting like the sconces, putting her moon moon touch scimitar up to one, she's just gonna place the place the handle in one.
It does.
So it just like sits there like a pseudo torch.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of like slanted a little bit, and you think it's about to fall, and then like it creaks a little bit. Like it's definitely not the best.
While they're doing that, Snakebite's going to draw his long sword. He's going to inspect the damage that the
You see it start. You see a bit of chipping on it.
Right. Snakebite, let me see your sword for a second.
Raises an eyebrow. Why?
Trust me.
Raises an eyebrow. Like, she sort of like spins it around and hands it to you, a handle facing towards you.
Yep. Fair picks it up and bada bing, bada boom. Boom.
Does mending deal with rust?
Yeah, you can cast Mending on it to repair.
The last time we addressed it, since it was only a -1, we said it was okay.
It literally says it in the stat block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whether it was in
also
2014, who knows? But in the 2014 one, it does specify.
Nice.
Either way, it's also...
I mentally associate mending with tears, not necessarily, rust.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it can
Or
fix a
saying,
broken chain link as well.
True.
And there you go.
As sort of like
Hands it
the
back to
rust sort of finishes chipping away, he sort of like looks at it. He sort of like pats like your head between the horns. He goes, Thank you, Vera. That was much appreciated.
Actually, yeah, to explain how Vera casts mending, by the way, you just see her pull out a bottle. It looks like a mixture of like oil, like metal oil to like shine a weapon and everything. She puts it on, you see her snap her fingers, a little flame. She spreads the heat evenly. And you just see a brand new blade, essentially.
Alright. After you mend it, collect the monster parts, there's a door in front of you.
Alright. Now, shall we continue?
Thank you. We shall.
Yes, let's. Alright, Whistle, you ready?
Yeah.
Ooh, more hallways.
A hallway that splits around. You see something in this room.
In this room, which is the hallway.
Yeah. And then there's a straight
There's a
path.
hallway or this way too.
Yep.
There's a door down there.
Down this way?
Yep. All the way at the end.
Okay, I mean,
Go this way then first.
Alright.
lead the way.
I may have misunderstood what you meant by this way.
Yep.
This way.
Da.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm pretty sure I don't like it.
It is fine. It is just one door.
Yeah. Does Whistle backtrack, or do you like?
Well,
are
what is
you
she looking at?
Oh, the room is full of so your room is a clutter. Narrow paths wind between scattered piles of broken furniture and garbage. Two iron chandeliers, once anchored on a 20-foot high ceiling, have fallen, their ropes clearly cut. One has crashed into a pile of debris pinned beneath the other. Looks to be a giant beetle. Wink, E-face.
Okay.
If you know what I mean by that.
Giant
Yeah.
beetle winky face.
Unfortunately, oh god, I just realized. No, actually, no, it doesn't actually show it. It kind of
There are
does.
two possible creatures you could be insinuating with that description.
Well, I know certain phobia in the group, so I'm being generous and saying it.
Oh, okay. I'm following.
Yeah. All right. You go to this door, and do you interact with the door?
Vera, you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Whistle, you ready?
Yep.
You open the room and you're immediately hit with a cold breeze. It is brutally cold inside. There looks to be oversized runes on the north wall and an ancient symbol.
Can I read the runes in any way, or are they
Do
magical?
you want to
Are they
go
more than-
inspect the runes?
Shh.
All right, go to the north wall, please. 'Cause
I see runes. I'm gonna go take a look at them.
that's fair. As you go to the north wall, does anybody follow?
Oh, word.
Honey, quit chewing up that blanket.
I will stay here by the door.
Okay. It's bitterly cold inside, and for a tiefling, it seems very cold. Actually, even snakebite, even with your running high, it feels cold. Since you understand
tried,
Dwarvish,
hot
you know
blooded.
that this is the ancient symbol for cold.
Easy.
There's a refrigerator.
He scoffs. He goes, "Nothing else. Dwarves certainly were experts at stating the obvious.
What do you mean?
The runes. It means cold. This place is cold.
They're probably producing the cold.
Fair. Can I sort of like look around, perception check? Are there like secret entrances or cubbyways or anything?
Sure. Make me an investigation roll or a perception roll.
I'll make perception since I've got proficiency. What does 23 get me?
You feel confident that this is a room that is squared off, no exits besides that door, and it's cold. To be exact, the walls rise 10 feet, then angle inward, forming a pyramidal roof with a 40-foot high apex. Inscribed on the sloped north wall is a 10-foot tall dwarvish rune that glows with a faint blue light.
It's an ice box with no ice.
That's all. Yeah, that's all you get with the basics of perception.
Yeah, Vera's gonna look around the room herself. But you see her actually bundling close with her cloak.
Relatively the same thing.
Okay.
You're confident there's nothing secretive here. It's a cold room. That's all you get with your basic physical attributes.
Well, no, I was gonna do an active investigation.
Oh, I know. I meant doing anything non-magical related has not merited any results. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see what's my passive investigation versus me rolling. My passive is actually 18. So
rule of thumb: passive investigation and insight technically don't exist technically. I just utilize it from certain times when it makes sense.
Okay.
Those two are investigating. Sybil just sort of comments to herself. It's like an antechamber of the Winter Court.
Yeah, because really right above the door, pretty much it starts to angle inward. It's a pyramid, right? So it's a unique looking shape.
When I roll investigation, hold on, I'm trying to figure out what I actually want to do. If I want to do a more thorough investigation, or trying to figure out what this room's purpose is.
I'm just surprised Mr. Snakebite over there didn't just say detect magic.
Who, me? I don't have to detect magic prepared. That's why.
Fair enough.
I do a more I do a more
I
thorough
assumed everyone else
investigation.
had it.
Alright, hold on.
The person that the person that has a wand is not here currently.
What would I roll if I want to figure out what this room's purpose was for? With the dwarf's rune and with cold, snakebite.
Investigation. You could do history, maybe. Try to figure out if you've heard this kind of thing before.
I do investigation. Let's see what I get.
It's cold.
13.
It's probably here to keep things cold.
Alright.
Yeah,
Whistle raises her voice. It's an ice box with no ice.
More likely, as Whistle says, as Whistle says, more likely, as you say, Whistle, icebox, no ice. There's probably a room to preserve something like food or
The bodies of the dead.
bodies of the
That was a
dead.
good idea, Vera. I'm grateful you brought up that point.
I mean, Whistle brought the point before me, so.
Shh.
Snakebite, do you want Whistle to be mad at you or not?
Hey, you guys make fun of me regardless. I might as well at least deserve it.
So you want to be bullied by us?
You're going to. Does it matter if I do or don't?
Yeah,
I mean-
if you do enjoy it, we're gonna tell your girlfriend about it.
So there's a door to the
Not my
south.
girlfriend, not yet. So I don't know how we stand there. Truth be told.
Okay.
Oh god.
So, as you go into the room of sticky webs, it is.
Always with the absent-minded discussions.
I need you to, as you're like turning around, talking, like walking backwards. All of a sudden, you hit the webs. I need you to make me a deck save.
What I'm hearing is Snakebite went immediately from insisting that he doesn't have a humiliation kink to volunteering for a Shibari session.
He is currently stuck to the web, so you are restrained at the moment.
I feel like there's gonna need some. I don't think I want to know. Never mind.
It's just bondage.
Oh, okay.
BDSM.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is. So this room is full of thick, sticky webs. The web starts all the way.
Snakebite's sort of like looking. Snakebite's sort of just like looking backwards. I was like, well, actually, truth be told, I'm actually not entirely sure where exactly Maya and I are in that regard.
Yeah. All right.
He says, "Fucking draconic." Once he sees the situation he's in.
Everybody hears from nowhere.
Yeah, no, Vera saw that all, and Vera's gonna be laughing her ass off.
Snakebite's just gonna start trying to cut himself free.
Go ahead. Make me. Well, you are restrained, so make me attack with disadvantage.
Fine. Alright, that's a 15. For, wow, only 8 slashing?
So let me double check. So every 10-foot cube has, that. You start to cut away. That is your action. What is everybody else doing?
How far in?
Oh yeah, you can multi-attack. The webs seem to go is all out this room.
Well, if I walk to right here.
All right, you are cut free.
No.
Like it's in this room and further.
Okay, so okay, that's what I'm asking. If it's specifically this room, yeah. Vera would have walked up. It's like. Huh.
As Vera sort of walks up, Snakebite sort of like stands itself upright, trying to maintain what little dignity he has left. Please do not tell Mai what happened there.
I promise I will not.
Looks towards over here
Maybe.
where he assumes Whistle is.
I wasn't going to tell Maya about that. I was just going to tell her you like being bullied.
That too. But, Snakebite, if you will, step back, please, for a moment.
Oh, are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
I need a
No.
point question. Are you? I'm asking you. Is this your axing? Because we're in a turn-based kind of thing going on here.
Yes, this will be my action.
Okay.
As soon as Snakebite steps out of the way,
Yep.
Vera is not going to cast the thing that everyone thinks she's going to cast. She is going to do... Firebolt.
Okay. You are able to 20 cube. So so for context, every 10-foot cube. So that was cut off, and then so like yeah, it. So you burn away another bit of fire. Anybody else doing anything for their action?
Sure. Whistle will smack the webs with the sun staff.
Okay. You clear out a little bit more. So you would have to step into the area though, because like this first area is already cleared out.
Yeah, that's
To me, it's like 10 feet by 10.
Every 10 cube can be has a set thin. So
Okay.
this area got cleared. You cleared out that area. So
Okay. Am I good to move forward, or we gotta wait?
yeah, you can move forward.
Okay. We'll move forward. Are there more webs over here?
Yep.
Okay. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the actions to go through.
I was gonna start rooting through my backpack.
Yeah, you could do that as your action. Yes, you're able to clear out some more webs there, Whistle.
Push.
I do another one then. Do
No.
another firebolt. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I guess you can. You can do a fireball.
Like, you said every 10 feet, so.
Yeah, no,
and
sorry.
Whistle
It.
just needs to-
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you clear it out. So there's another
Yeah,
10-foot cube.
Dickbite is going to inhale and exhale a 30-foot line of fire this way,
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah, you're able to do that. Roll
Bring as many-
damage.
catching as many of these as possible.
Oh, come on, buddy.
So you would have to do okay.
Ooh, 13.
13. Pretty good. Unfortunately, the webs are still up.
Crap.
Alright.
Oh,
so
sorry.
hold
No,
on,
sorry. They're not up. Sorry.
I'm just gonna
13 is enough to destroy them.
So it's like 1 10-foot cube, right? Right there.
Yeah.
He should be able to go through 3 squares with that.
Yeah.
3 10-foot squares.
And after you do that, you start to hear the sounds and see the sounds of the spider or the beetles crawling
Beetles.
along the
web-spitting
hallway.
beetles.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
say they're spiders, dude. It's not. My arachnophobia is not that bad, dude. Unless it's
Okay.
someone else's is. You could say that they're spiders. I just.
I mean, you could always do
They're
the
not
Barony
graphic.
approach and say they're poisonous crabs.
They're knitting crabs.
At this
Yeah,
point,
knitting crabs.
at this
Love it.
point, I will need initiatives going to be rolled
Okay.
because they're investigating the noise. The
Oh, I can see the little picture you picked out from the corner.
yeah.
Did you add
No,
Vera?
they're
'Cause-
kind of cute now.
There it is. Rolling. That's a 1. That's a lot of spiders.
Sybil, as you're rummaging through it, you start to hear the spiders coming.
Actively hear them.
Yeah.
So she's going to. Should have specified I picked up some scimitar back in the other room, but I did. I was just doing the torch bit as a joke. So hearing it, Sybil is going to quickly keep her backpack on the ground. She's going to rise with the scimitar in one hand and the pistol in the other.
Yeah.
And as they're all dealing with fire, I kind of don't want to be caught in the middle, so I'm going to hold an attack for when something attacks one of my allies.
Okay.
So I'm holding a pistol shot. It's adorable.
As this one is
Oh.
crawling.
Giant enemy spider.
Just
Giant enemy? Spoiler.
Yes. And I need Vera, because you're the one in front, as they shoot out a web at you to make me a dex saving throw.
Alright.
You're within my aura.
Look out! It's knitting you a sweater!
You said deck save?
Yep.
That's
You
a
are
16.
fine. That's all it
Man,
can do
these-
on its turn.
Man, these are some big Joltics.
Don't suppose shooting web counts as an attack.
Well, yeah, you were attacking the webs.
No, it's more of just
Whistle, you're up.
the parameter.
Shooting a web at Vera, does that count as an attack
Oh, yeah,
towards
I don't know if
Vera?
that would
Oh,
count
I mean, it
as
isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. Well, it is. It's their accent to shoot the web. It's on an attack roll, but it's an aggressive action.
Yeah, we'll say
so
it's not an attack because that's it just is like could be immobilizing its prey, could be telling it to get the fuck out. Who knows?
yeah.
Oh, good. There's 4. Whistle is going to attack this one in front with Green Flame Blade.
Yep. Definitely hits. Let me first of all do this real quick. As you heard it quite severely.
And then the second one takes this much. That's not right. What did I do wrong with that?
It only rolled a D8 instead of your spellcaster modifier.
It skipped both the Agonizing Blast and the spellcasting ability modifier. That's 12, not 2.
Oh, wait a minute. The Green Flame Blade is rolling the... Is okay,
the weapon's
so...
fire and the spell's fire.
Okay, so the first one is this the first instance? It's not double...
Correct. The first one is completely accurate.
Okay. How much is the second one taken?
It is 12.
Alright. Anything else?
No, because I don't want these things to smack me if I try to move away.
Alright. You hear chittering down the hallway.
What smells like lobster bake up there?
As it's not 4, it is 5.
Oh! Make that 5.
That's its turn.
God, I love my music playing right now.
Yeah.
You got a friend and me.
Yeah, I have just above table. I have Kingdom Hearts like jazz music. It's what's playing. You Got a Friend in Me from Kingdom Hearts 3.
So close! So close!
Vera, you're about to get bit.
Yeah. Hold on, wait. That's 10 feet within Whistle's reach.
Yeah, they have a 5 foot. They don't have a reach weapon.
It's fine.
I thought you had pole armrester.
That's a 16 as you're bitten.
It does. Reaction, protection fighting style.
Whistle's just flailing the sun staff like, come on, just a little bit.
And you notice that they are not affected by the webs down the hallway.
Cool.
Okay.
Good to know.
You
Good
said-
to know.
Yeah, you said.
It even with disadvantage, it still hits.
Okay.
All right, that's officially it. That's officially an
That's officially an attack.
Okay. How much am I taking?
As you take a total of 7 piercing, and then the venom seeks in, and you get 10 poison.
I'll do seven first, and hold on. I'm resistant to poison,
So then 10 poison becomes 5.
5.
And the pistol does nick it.
Get your fangs out of my friend! Come on! Get down here, you 8-legged jerk! I'll hit you so hard your mother will feel it!
Snake bite. Oh wait, actually, that one wouldn't have been able to get the 12 because it was 10 feet away from the creature. Yeah, whatever.
No, it's 5 feet away from the creature, because it's not where I hit them, it's 5 feet away from the creature.
Yeah, this one's 10 feet up.
Oh.
Oh. Well, I mean, isn't on the spider like 10 feet high?
They're not 10 feet tall. They're more horizontally big. But anyways, we're not getting into the size thing because that's just a whole thing. I'm not reversing the damage, I just realized.
Okay.
Time.
Noted for future.
Yeah, I tried to not go into the math of like how some of these tall effects reach and stuff because it gets messy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they were on the ceiling because you hadn't.
I said they're
so-
crawling down the hallway. I guess I didn't. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna head over here.
Okay.
And we actually first check out the specs for one of my things real quick. It's been a minute since I've used this spell actually, so I want to make sure I.
Now it'd be perfect to do the fire breath.
I was thinking the same thing.
It would be, but I've got a spell that I haven't used in a while and I want to use it.
Okay, use the spell.
Alright. Within 5 feet of the creature. Okay, it's not. Okay. You see Snake Bite. He sort of like spins Azure Edge in his hands, and then spews out a jet of green flame, and it catches on the blade as he goes in and swings against this guy here.
Okay.
Oh, you little.
It's kind of funny because Azarez is so happy that you're spitting all over them.
Hey, okay, if you're gonna be like that, I was trying to flavor it as him like.
I know, you're fine. I'm just saying. I'm just saying this. I don't know how. I don't know if they're comfortable with that. You know.
Alright, so that is initial. I'll take 11 slashing plus 6 fire damage initially on this guy.
Yeah.
And I will pump a divine smite into him
Oh, okay.
for a bonus action. Yeah, we do not.
Well,
like
first
scooters
you need to transfer the blade.
Yep, you're right. So this guy over here is gonna take, I believe it's a D8 plus modifier.
It is.
He takes 6 extra fire damage as he sort of like swings it in an arc, and the trail of flame sort of catches onto the other spider.
Perfect. And unless you want to move, that's your turn.
Snakebite's kind of optimal in a group, so yeah, he's perfectly content right here.
And since you use the cantrip, you don't gain extra attack.
Correct, but I did the math. It's roughly the same DPR, and I can still use smites on it.
Okay. I'm gonna move here. Oh, hi.
Mumble. Imitations and greatest form of flattery.
Okay. So, hold on. I need to measure something real quick.
That is perfect, Vera. Like, middle of combat, wanders over, stops what she's doing. Hold on, I need to measure something real.
Yep. I can get all of them.
Oh god. You're doing the thing.
So, hold on.
You also incinerate in the hallway of the webs.
Yeah, exactly. Vera's doing her job. Clearing out the problem. But
Now, it says very thick, so being able to see there is a question of questionability, but let's see, let me roll the first one in the line. Doesn't even half damage, they will die.
So that's not 29, that is, I think, hold on, let me do the math. That minus 5, plus 4.
It would be 28, so it's 32.
Yep, 32.
To whom it may concern,
Get fucked.
You just see Vera step up as like, hold on guys, I got this. Just takes a bottle, chucks it in, it just explodes.
Luckily, those ones are incinerated, but you're able to get 25 gold parts from the spiders. Monster parts.
Great work, everybody. Nice and easy. Whistler, are you okay? You seem upset.
I'm trying to feel flattered.
What? You mean the about what? I mean, did I do something to upset you?
No.
You said 25 gold of spider parts.
Whistler, you said that begrudgingly. Jiggly, if there's something bothering you,
spiders, yeah, giant spider parts.
It's my trick.
And I learned. I picked it up from you, obvious. So I picked it up from you.
Okay.
You know, as they say, imitation is the greatest form of
I
flattery.
know!
So you're flattered then.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I mean, if you're that upset, I won't cast it anymore. If it upsets
No, it was great. You did great.
you. See, Whistle, you're saying that it's great, but why aren't I feeling it?
Because I'm being a brat.
Quick question.
Yes.
I know you all have control of great flames, but do you have a more controlled fire?
Controlled fire.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you see that there's still webs even like past there.
off of the backpack, Sybil pulls out a torch, an unlit torch.
Oh,
Oh,
Whistle snaps her fingers and Druid crafts it on fire.
Thank you
Ligma
very
was
much.
like right about to inhale and just start spewing flames on your torch.
Yeah, seeing that Sybil sort of comes up and comes up and like playfully bonks him with, yeah, let's say lit torch for effect. Small fires, not great flames, please.
you see Vera snap her fingers. The torch actually
Yeah,
gets lighter.
right as soon as Sybil goes to bonk Snakebite, it just increases on top of it.
I could do that. Oh, actually, wait. I can also do. You see it change to color blue, purple, red.
Yeah,
So
like
you take the time to carefully burn away the webs.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what Sybil was going to get at, using the torch.
For
Whistle,
for
while they're playing
context,
Whistle will just start casting Create Bonfire in each 10-foot square.
well, they have an HP of 15, but vulnerability to obviously fire. So you would have to roll basically a 7, or actually no, an 8 or higher every turn to burn it away.
That's average damage for
Yeah.
Create Bonfire. like
But
this.
yeah, you eventually burn away the webs up the hallway. And it
Yeah,
continues all the way.
Yes, we all just walk past Vera's carnage.
Gross. Gross. Crispy.
ash-
Gooey. Gross.
Sybil doesn't
A bit
care if she
of-
crunches into an especially crispy corpse.
Oh god, I heard it.
There's more webs, so you're not going to be invisible for long, buddy.
Vera,
Just let
this
them
is
do it.
overkill, don't you think?
Yeah, there's this web in there, like the whole hallway is web.
I mean,
Alright.
they were dealing with spiders. They were all hiding in a hallway. I figured I cleared out the problem.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Indeed.
Whistle will just let the trio of pyromaniacs handle the web clearing and stick
Alright.
with.
New pyromaniac. Sybil's being the responsible one. As again,
Those
just
are pyros.
there's-
So one room it seems to be quite empty, and to the south, this room seems to be dense webbing in this room as well. But suspended within these webs look to be 6 cocoons.
Ooh.
Oh.
that does not bode well.
Why don't we cut these webs?
Yeah, I agree. But if you know what, we'll just explode it. Snakebite just
fucking
exploded.
faints.
You explode, even if there might be treasures in this, you just explode the room.
Or people? Come on.
No, Vera's not explode. No, I'm saying Snakebite just exploded because he's currently unconscious with 0 HP.
Why
Oh.
did I conjure with 0 hit point? What the hell?
I don't know.
Man,
I
You
don't
took
know.
that.
It's like
You touched
Conjure, I've
something.
got 50
I
million.
didn't expect to get Seraphina back that soon.
But
You
yeah.
lost to 59 there, buddy.
There is still webbing in the room, so
Why
at
did
this
I-
point you're carefully hacking away at the webs, which take a bit of time, but you are able to successfully cut down the cocoons.
Yeah, no, Vera's gonna be prepared. If anything bursts from that cocoon that is spider-like, she is burning it with firebolt.
The
I had
the
a
cocoons
guess
are
I
down
was going to
here.
post, and then I remembered that'd be a bad idea.
This
I shall
area
not.
looks to be quite empty, but with a little
Wait,
bit.
so, wait, this area is empty, or is it?
This end there is
one has-
empty.
One has the cocoon.
These ones have the
yeah,
cocoons.
we're going to the cocoons.
My bad.
Yeah, that's where the spiders came from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
sorry.
All right, so you cut down the cocoons. So now you
Just
have
stand still.
6 cocoons on the floor.
okay. Who wants to do the honors of cutting them
I mean,
open?
I need you guys to move in the room though, because you can't
Yeah.
theoretically cut down from a distance.
Yeah. Well, no, Vera's staying back just for the
I was
sake
thinking of a more creative solution.
Fair enough, but you you told me you
go
were
ahead.
cutting them down, and so I'm just going with
Yes.
cutting them down, unless you are.
So, you have the ability to levitate, correct?
No.
Oh. I thought you had.
Not for a long time.
I mean, hold on, let me check. And you see Vera pull open her book and just like flipping through the pages. It's like, let's see here.
I gave a lot back to the bad voice. That was one of them.
Wise.
Where is
Very
it?
wise.
Is it? Do-do-do.
Thing is, I was gonna have somebody levitate with my torch to burn off the connective bits of the cocoon.
Nope, not today. I do not have that. I don't have anything prepared for that
Yeah.
today.
We're just gonna go through the method of carefully cutting. However, however we're going to go about that.
Couldn't you just hop up there and poke it?
Yeah, that's a good question. How high off the ground are they?
Suspended within the webs. They're not necessarily on the ceiling. They're just kind of like in within the webbing.
Yeah, I was thinking Lethal Company style.
Yeah, they're just kind of just in the room, and as you cut down the webs, you come across the cocoons one by one.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
Good
so
start cutting.
Does anyone have a dagger?
I have this, pulls out a sickle.
That will
I
do.
do have a dagger, actually.
Either one of those.
How do you
will
have a
do.
dagger? Actually, where have you been keeping this dagger?
It
In the
was the
boot?
one that... It was the decorative. It's decorative, but it still has an edge. It's the one that I was given during the holidays, during the
I've got
holiday
some-
celebration.
I've got some short swords that we took off of the drow. That was a couple of daggers, hand axe, and she's like shuffling through the bag of holding.
I'll
I've had-
use the sickle. Thank you very much.
Yep.
I got my own halberd.
As he just like fucking like fucking Nanny McPhee, the fucking or
Go ahead, Colin.
Mary Poppins, yeah.
Mary Poppins.
If
Thank you.
could hold the torch, please.
Sure. I will hold the torch, but I'm also being prepared that if something spider-like pops from those cocoons, I am burning them.
Okay. As you cut open one of the cocoons, I assume carefully.
Whistle will also
Yeah,
position
using-
herself to
yeah,
smack
using
potential
the-
chest bursters.
Using the hooked tip of the sickle, kind of like how somebody would use very sharp knife, skinning dagger. Obviously, I don't have the tools, but just sort of carefully prying open a clean opening in.
As you
one
cut
of
open
the
to it,
cocoons.
you see the decayed skin of what looks to be a goblin, or actually the semi-gooified corpse of a goblin, because that's how it works.
Ew.
Oh, gross. Oh, that's awful.
I had suspected as much.
So that was one. That was one corpse down.
Carefully clear to another one and carefully pry it open.
That one, you see a single eyeballed creature kind of head just kind of, and the eyeball just kind of starts to melt.
Ooh.
It's as I suspected. Do we wish to pry open all of them?
Might as well, just
Could
in
be a
case
chance.
just in case there's anything the spiders didn't kill and eat.
Yes, there
Oh.
could be a chance that one of them, that there's someone still alive.
I mean, I don't.
All right.
Be recent, the poison might not have a chance to sit in yet.
The dead won't mind if we open them up, and the living will certainly appreciate it.
Fair enough. Yeah, got to carefully clear and open up all the cocoons.
All right. Next one. It looks to be another goblin.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth one is another goblin.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And as you open up the 5th one, you are covered in a bunch of spiders. Let me roll initiative.
And I am
Yeah.
doing my thing as well. Making sure that I'm not targeting Sybil with this, I'm hoping.
Well, it looks like they're gonna swarm all over me, so...
Yeah,
might
no,
be a
they
little difficult.
whoever cuts it open gets immediately swarmed by them.
Okay, I'm just rolling my thing first before I roll initiative.
Yeah.
That's great damage.
Ba 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 ba.
That's
Okay.
my initiative.
But yeah, you would have disadvantage
What do you mean?
because within 5 feet of the swarm.
Oh. Oh, that's... Fine, it didn't hit, probably.
Oh, it hits.
11. Oh, it still hits? Okay.
Yeah. No, it still hits.
Alright, that is 4 damage.
As you quickly go, ah. Oh.
Oh, wait.
With-
Actually, because the fighting went 5 feet of me, and I just casted a fire spell. Hold on. I need to double check something with my fire
It's
ability.
when it attacks, when something melee attacks you, it burns.
When it attacks me? Okay.
Whistle was prepped to smack any chest burster type nasties.
Whistle attack.
Wait, what? Why are you rolling?
Because I said Whistle was ready to attack any chest burster type nastiness that came out of the cocoons.
Yes, but you are 10 feet away.
Okay. I mean, the cocoons aren't on the map. I don't know how I could have been next to each.
I said you had to be in the room. You did not
No, you
state
didn't
it.
say that. That's very fair.
If it wasn't that case, I would have been lenient. But anyways, somehow the swarm does get the jump on you. Technically, this would be, I guess, would be considered a surprise round, but I didn't bother.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. As all of a sudden it begins a bunch of the tiny bites on you, Sybil.
Alright.
However, I don't think a 14 hits. It does not pierce the armor you have currently on.
Thankfully, because most of my AC is evasion, so it's a matter of they can't get through the leather.
Sybil, you are to go. You are currently got the insects all over you.
Alright, gonna start wildly swinging.
Okay.
Leading with the scimitar, as I have to recover the sickle from the...
You strike true, however, it does not do as much damage as you hope, as it's hard
get
to be
through a lot of
precise.
them,
Yeah,
but
you get
there's
through a
even
lot of
more.
them, but not all of them. So that was 12 damage, reduced by half. So 6. You do get through half of them.
Alright, in carving that, I'm going to do a spin with both the sickle and scimitar in tandem. Invoking, I believe it's Nick? Yeah. So first, a second attack with the sickle.
Unfortunately, it's very hard to slash at yourself.
Yeah. And then offhand strike.
But that one does. However, again, you are struggling to hit them without hitting yourself, and so dude. By the way, is there rules on if you're in a creature space you have disadvantage, or is that just
None that I know of.
If both creatures were small or larger, but a swarm is a collection of tiny creatures.
Yeah, I just wanted. I know that they can move in with impeded. I just wasn't sure if there was like any weird rules. I'm not going with that, but I was just that prompted it. But you do successfully hit a good chunk of them. There's only a few left on you.
Yep, and with some of them still on me, not gonna try to do any detachment shenanigans. So I'm gonna stay my ground.
Okay. Farah.
Second person the first. I will.
Might want to back up.
Advantage.
I was gonna say I want to back up first.
Well, no. If I move back, they're gonna attack me. I figure I had better chance at hitting when I'm
Fair
close.
enough.
See?
All right.
And re-rolling one of those ones. I know it probably won't matter, but it matters
Roll.
to me.
As you burn away the rest of the insects.
That would have been
16.
Yeah. Swarms are one of the few things that has resistance to physical demons. Doesn't matter if it's magical or not. But yeah, you cut through that one. There's one more cocoon left.
Alright.
What's the chances something's actually alive in there?
Not likely, but could be at least some gear left over if we want.
Might as well, as Sybil will again take the sickle and carefully cut open the final cocoon.
It looks to be filled with a bunch of goo. But who knows? There might be something inside the goo. It is unclear.
Well, that seems to be everything.
Okay. Vera actually, she'll look at the goo as
Do you put your hand in the goo?
I will if once I'm gonna cast resistance on myself and do it to acid, just in case.
Fair enough. As you stick your hand in the goo of what once was something, but it's kind of unclear, you rifle through it a bit, and for a second you think this is pointless, I'm just being needlessly gross, until you feel something firm, like something that's long, cylinder-like shape maybe to it. I was in my head racing, how do I word this? But yeah, you feel something that is maybe a handle or something, and then you move around a little more and you find something that seems, yeah, and then something equal to it.
Cylindrical object responsible for all the goo.
Yeah. You also find what looks to be you rifle a little bit more, and you find something that feels eerily similar to the other. Do you pull it out?
Yes.
All right. You pull out what looks to be two decorative-looking blocks of wood with an extra appendage near the end of one of both of them. That looks quite similar to one of your companion's choice of weapons. However, this one has a bit more extra decorative extras on top of the top part, as well as some more metal-like aspects that kind of like filigree.
You're gonna have to remind me what this weapon might be or
Tonfa.
not be, 'cause... Oh! Pharaoh Sybil, and she'll turn around.
Because here's the thing, if I said it was ribbed, because that's technically what that is, it would have had a whole other thing, and I'm like, I can't describe it as that.
Well, the question is it ribbed for his or her?
Both.
But yeah, and you notice that they look quite well, considering that, everything else is gooified, except for like clothes as well.
Huh. Yeah, so Vera pulls them out. Her hand is probably covered in goo. Her arm is probably covered in goo. The taunt is probably covered in goo. It's like, oh, Here you go, Sybil.
And to note, there is also 20 gold, 18 silver, and 5 gold that you can find within the corpses as well.
Well, that's curious.
20 copper, 18 silver, 5 gold.
Yep.
I think we'd want to clean them off first.
Well, yeah, but I mean, oh right here, hold on. Barrow like put down the tonfas, pull out the alchemy jug. It's like, and I'm gonna create some water.
Sure. You realize that the goo wasn't really affecting the tonfas that much as you washed it away.
Yep. Well, she washes off the tonfa. She washes off her own like arms and all that.
Oh yeah, I'm just letting you know, like you notice, like it doesn't seem like the goo was affecting them at all.
There we go. I don't know how much water the alchemy jug creates, but now that has water in it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It could for water. Is it salt water or fresh water?
Probably fresh water.
8 gallons then.
Okay. I don't think I would have used. I probably would have used maybe a gallon or so. So let's say at least 2 gallons for like a nice thorough wash. But so I got 6 gallons left in it. All right, there we go. Huh. And all things considered, I mean, they could be magical. They could be just normal tonfas, but. Here you go, Sybil.
Let's keep this the other items until we get a chance to calm down.
No. Fair enough.
I mean, you're in a pretty secure area if you want to.
That is true, voice in my head.
We are in a relatively secure area. We could take a small break to ID these things.
Yes, yeah, I mean, we can. It'll just be
ID.
about 10 minutes.
How many things do you have to ID?
Great question.
'Cause I think you already did the IDing of most stuff at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't think there's a lot left, but it's mysterious.
it's really just the tonfas.
Alright, does somebody cast Identify?
Sure, I will ritual cast it.
Alright. As you start to ponder the magics and you channel it through and you try to bore a connection with the tonfas, you're quick to realize that a befitting name of these tonfas is Twin Strike Tonfas. Striking hard and
Did
fast.
my internet cut out?
I guess so.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Snake bite?
Fuck, my internet cut out again, didn't it?
I think it's your audio.
Yeah, now we're...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like now it's also a Discord issue where we hear him, he doesn't hear us.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, striking hard and fast, these perplexing pair of weapons batter foes into submission in a torrent of strikes. You know that these are +1 tonfas, and they come with the ability to sift your grip. When you wield these weapons in both hands, you decide which to hold the item, gaining the bonus dependent on your grip between the following forms. Sturdy grip, gain a +1 to your AC. Swift grip, gain a +1 bonus to your attack rolls. It also has Bloodless Barrage. If you hit this creature 3 or more times in a single turn with these weapons, they have to make a con check, saving throw, or be stunned until your next turn.
Yo!
That is actually really good.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys now.
Okay. Yeah, we're just identifying the tonfa, and you said it was Twin Strike tonfa, right?
Yep, and they are available on D&D Beyond for you, Colin. If it's not clear that I made or not, I didn't make these, but I added these in for you.
Do I know if they require attunement to the
No
soul?
attunement.
Oh!
They are rare quality, but they do require you to dual wield them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Still good. I mean, I know you like doing your Tonfa short sword or axe strikes, but I mean,
Aye, and quit looking over the Tonfa after the ID. Does not seem to have the proper. Shall we say, hooking potential my normal one does.
no, but I mean, very like holds sort of in like the stance, like from kind of what you can understand. It's like, I mean, this one makes you a bit harder to hit with this stance, and this one makes it so you hit maybe a little bit harder.
Yes, as Sybil takes up the tonfas and holds like the jutting grip in each hand, so both are parallel to her own hands as she holds up a ready stance. So yeah, this makes you harder to hit. Treat them like a shield, and you could deflect light blows. Obviously, trying to deflect a great axe with these is a little bit more, shall we say, tricky. But if you wield them like blades, as she'll shift her grip like that, then you're able to, let's say, more, as she demonstrates around Vera by doing like sort of sword strikes, but not actively like hitting, but it's more just demonstrating around Vera. I believe that's the stances this was talking about. And
Yes.
indeed, a sustained assault with these light weapons would befuddle the enemy if you strike here, here, and here. It shall go like knees, ribcage, head.
I mean, excuse me. I mean, all things considered, they sound very useful for you.
They are. Just going to take some time to, let's say, adapt to them.
Well, get used to adapting to that. Get used to adapting to a gun.
It's the life of a warrior, especially one in the Feywild. You never know which weapon's going to be held in your hand. Might as well be
Indeed.
comfortable with all of them.
I mean, do you wish to keep them, or?
Might as well keep them on my person, now that we know what they do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was the goo-covered ones. And I don't think there was anything but coinage in all the other pods. But shall we investigate up north and see if there's anything of note in there, and move on? There's other hallways to investigate. Sure.
No, definitely. Let me consult the map.
Okay. I'm just gonna check up north.
You don't
See.
find much besides what looks to be a gold locket with what looks to be a portrait inside.
Oh. Fair, pick it up and take a look.
It looks like a baby drow in it.
Oh. Is there anything engraved in it, or
Nope.
no? Huh. Well, nothing to note in that room. Just this. And holds up the locket. The drow picture. Baby drow picture.
Yeah. You know there was a doorway down south in this area. Not to bore you too much.
No, it's one of those things where I go in for work at like 5 in the morning, so it's like,
No, I know. I'm just teasing you.
I know. Yeah, so hold on, let me add that to my notes of locket with baby drow picture. Alright. Excuse me. Well, nobody has commented on the baby draw picture locket, so
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Yeah,
I
so
spaced out for a second.
no, you're good. Vera went up into the room in the north to see if there was anything of note in there, and just came back with a locket with a picture of a baby drow in it. No like inscriptions or anything like that.
Found something?
Nothing of note, just this, and holds up the locket. Picture like with it open with the picture like shown.
That's the extended if I wanted to extend the dungeon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, those are like, hey, do you want to extend the dungeon? And I'm like, fuck no, this is big enough already.
You can attach whatever you want.
All things
Yeah, thanks,
considered,
buddy.
I mean,
You've done most of this for us.
yeah.
Yeah. The things I might do is alter a room, or I might do the thing where you find a secret door leading to like a treasure room, but that's about it. Like, I'm not going to like make the dungeon much bigger. Like I said, very cluttered debris over here.
You'll
We should probably check out the bottom half. You see Vera like walking away. And look at the. Hopefully the gods can move Sybil along with us.
Alright, I've got her. I just want to like hoist Sybil over my shoulder and I grab her. And I follow them.
There is a doorway in front of you.
Oh, there's Sybil.
As Sybil is inspecting the dead spider underneath the chandelier. Do you open the door whistle?
no, listen at the door.
Does
Can't
Snakebite
see
open the
what's
door?
Do I hear anything?
Nope.
Okay. I don't hear nothing.
As you open the door, you see a giant dead spider. Its body shot full of arrows and scorched by fire lies next to a broken wooden bed against the east wall. And standing against the south wall looks to be a wooden Amor. Thank you. Draped in cobwebs.
Arrows and fire. Signs of someone's been here before us.
I wonder if I hid in the armoire.
Hold on.
Possible.
Vera will check over the spider.
Don't set those ones on fire.
How long does it look like it's been dead for?
Quite a while. It's already like very like almost like as you touch it, like parts of it turn to dust, kind of. When insects are dead for long enough.
Yep.
I've got my shield raised, and I'm gonna open up the armoire.
As you open up the armoire, all of a sudden, Snakebite, you are bombarded by a body fallen on top of you.
Like a person, like a human person body.
It looks like yes. It looks like the skeletal remains of what looks to be a small person. As it basically falls on you and falls to pieces, essentially.
Did they have any notable, what's it called?
Do you want to make a medicine check to identify the type of skeleton?
Well, I was more so looking for like clothing.
It's quite small.
There's no clothing on them or anything. Like
Yeah,
no rings,
there's a chain shirt on them, or was a chain shirt. They're kind of like the bones, kind of. As soon as you open the door.
Okay, because I was trying to identify to see if maybe this guy was Crescendo.
They're quite small. Like they're skeletal. Like you think this is a child.
All right, sure,
with a chain shirt. So make me a medicine check.
Medicine. Fuck, that's a fat 6.
You think a child died?
Holy shit, they're sending children down here.
What?
What kind of monster would do this?
So you remember reading the tales of a fable of an individual, a group of individuals traveling all the way to a volcano to destroy an ancient evil jewelry. And as you look upon the skeleton, you see on one of the bony figures a ring on it, and you realize that this is a halfling.
Bro, this is a halfling.
Most notable
Nobody
is the
puts a
feet are a little bit larger than the rest of their. It looks, yeah.
Look at the length of the metatarsals, dude. Nobody puts a kid in chainmail.
What is... I
Toe
don't know what that
bones,
word is.
dude.
Yeah, big feet, and you don't know that. I was outfitted for my first suit of chainmail when I was 4 years old.
Well, that's stupid. You would have outgrown it in like 6 months.
Actually, yeah. Hold on.
That's a waste of metal. I don't think your mom would actually have done that.
Honestly, let me take a look. I believe I may have some lore on this. Hang on for a minute.
Like, you grow
Hey,
rapidly.
tell me something. Was your mother apprenticing somebody at that stage?
Hang
Because
on.
that sounds like
hang
something
on.
you've given an apprentice to do as a prank.
Hang on. Growth.
I needed a very important question because you got it's mainly with you, Fanny, because you're the bookkeeper. In terms of jewelry, what kind of rings do you have?
I think. Give me 1 second. I got some stuff. So the only ring Whistle wears is a ring of swimming.
Okay, so I'm gonna change the ring of swimming that's on this guy because you see what looks to be a gold ring that bears what looks to be a fluorite stone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
She will. She'll take the ring off of the small person.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. She'll look at everybody else. Well, we stopped to identify the Tonfas. Can I check this thing out?
Sure, hand it over.
Certainly.
Take a look.
All right.
She's going in the corner as far away from the dead bodies as possible.
What? You don't like the dead body?
Nope.
Yeah, very,
No?
very
Nope.
followable. She's
not?
the bodies.
Like, but just chills over here.
What's wrong with it?
Gross.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Crispy.
Right.
Sybil,
Oh, I got double aura protection.
Hey, you got it now too.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
keep
causing
moving
that,
around.
but
I got plus 16 to my save for intelligence.
yeah, you
I guess.
I know. I'm doing one. Right, so identify the ring. As you were saying, gentlemen.
Nah, it's fine. It can wait till later.
Okay.
You got the Ring of Puzzler's Wit. This ring is enchanted to sharpen the wearer's mind. It has 3 charges. It regains 1d4 minus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. When you make an intelligence check, you can expend 1 charge to grant yourself advantage on the check. It does not require attunement.
Oh. Well,
It is
You're
possible
here.
to literally get no charges at dawn.
right. You're here.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking that I would use this as a bargaining tool with Celeste, but this little doohickey here happens to be a ring of Puzzler's Wit. It makes you extra smart when you're doing smart things, and it can hold 3 charges, but you only get back somewhere between all and none of them in the morning every day. So It can be a little tricky to know how many you've got.
Does this mean I can will it finally allow me to grow a third brain cell?
I mean, 3 times a day, maybe.
3 times a day, Snakebite, that third brain cell can just spark enough.
Hmm.
But,
See.
I feel like you'll get more use out of this, Farah.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
might get more mileage out of it.
And it does not need to attach to your soul.
Ooh. It's definitely useful for me since, well, Vera looks at all her items and is like, yeah, I think I'm pretty full up on everything I can hold on to with my soul.
Alright, so
So hold on, ring. You said, what was it? Ring of what? Puzzler's mind.
Puzzler's Wit. I would have to. It is a book that I don't actually have on D&D Beyond, so
Okay.
I'll have it. But yeah,
Yeah, you'll have to physically like.
yeah,
create
and
the
you're on
item.
Fandry now, so I'll have to make the thing.
Okay,
But
Stinky, I'm leaving.
yeah, well, actually, no, a skeleton is not that stinky. But now you have. So now you know. Cause let's see, we have like
Is
a
there
good amount of
another
session
room
time
over here?
left.
No?
Pardon?
I was just gonna. This looked like stairs up here. I was wondering if there was another room over here.
I think that's a bed.
No, that's the bed.
It's a bed frame.
Oh, okay.
That's a bed. As I described, there being
Now
a broken bed.
Snakebite using a bed frame as a stairmaster.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Stairmaster
just
could
to save
hold me.
everybody's sake of moving their tokens, I can move you to the next area. So, unless I don't think you guys are going to climb up the hole where the skull lady is.
No, but
Probably
so
not.
we have at least 2 areas still down here. We have the rooms up here that we didn't check out,
Yeah.
and we have down here this area.
Yeah, which I'm moving you guys to.
Oh, okay, we're going there first. Okay.
Alright.
I'm assuming then there's nothing of note in these rooms.
No, not
Okay.
really. I'll give you. I'll say you look there. Much of this room is collapsed long ago, but remains is covered in dust. There's footprints that crisscross the dusty floor. There is a throne. A plain stone throne stands against the south wall. Beyond is heaps of rubble filled with collapsed tunnel, and the other one is literally just a partially collapsed room.
Okay.
But you come to the corpses of the zombie beholder that you picked apart, and a bunch of bodies of Xanthar people.
Alright.
If I was hoping maybe we could like backtrack a little bit because on the way there, I wanted to just have a quick one-on-one with Vera.
You can. I'm just giving you a refresher of this area.
Walk and talk.
Yeah.
Or walking, talking. Vera, I just wanted to reiterate again how grateful that I am that you were able to fix my sword as quickly as you were.
Of course.
As it is not much on its own, but it is an item of great sentimental value. So, just wanted to make sure you were aware of how grateful I am for your assistance.
No, of course. I mean, I like to make sure everybody's in tip-top shape in the first place, and well, you seemed a little upset with your sword kind of chipped and broken, so might as well fix it while I can.
It's true.
So.
It's true. I just wanted to let you know, make sure you knew that, and sort of
course.
like pats your shoulder.
You see a smile on her.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was it.
Alright, so yeah, as we get into this room, Vera looks at the corpse of the lady that the Sybil took the axe from. It's like, alright, so how do we want to decapitate her?
Oh, like this. Just chops her head clean off.
Make my athletics.
Athletics. All right.
It's not easy to decapitate somebody.
Apparently it is. I'll keep my current card.
Yeah.
I mean, you do successfully, like, without issue, one spell suit clean cut.
Yeah.
Right.
And in your head you hear, of course it's easy when they are already dead.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Perhaps maybe you actually prove your worth by going for a living target next time.
The Snakebite sort of just sighs with exasperation. And then he sort of like carefully lifts up the head and hands it over to Whistle.
What do you want me to do with that?
Stick it in your bag.
Absolutely not. That is gross as hell.
Well, then what do you suggest we do with it then? This is your thing. These are your people.
You're
we're
not
dealing
even
with.
done exploring. You could have come back and cut it. Now, you just decided to decapitate right now.
I assume that's what we were here for.
Well, that was the
I
task,
saw
yeah.
her there, so I figured we could get this done out of the way now.
Yeah, you know what? Hold on, let me see what. Farrah's like rummaging through her pack and is like, do I have rope on me? I don't have rope on me. Does anybody have rope on them?
I got some in the bag.
Back for it.
Hey, can I see some of it?
Sure. I will produce some rope.
Farrah takes the rope, makes a little like sling for the head.
Makes me a dex check or sleight of hand if you have proficiency in it.
Let's see. Do I have proficiency in it? I do not. So dex check.
It's not pretty. You hope that holds.
Hopefully it holds. If not, I can always retie it later.
Yeah.
And Farrah like goes like, bite. Hold on. Let me see your hip real quick.
Oh god, you're not tying this thing to me, are you?
You don't want to chop it off.
I like being stealthy with a fucking like bleeding fucking head.
I would we could also just leave it here until we come back for it.
Fine. I can always I can redo the knots after we come back for it. We're still down here anyways.
Yes, because truthfully, the thing looks like it's gonna fall apart at any moment. That's the other thing.
What can I say? I'm an alchemist at trade, not a knot tire. I don't captain the ship.
I should take you to see my stepfather. In that case, he used to do a lot of sailing. Says there's one thing he's learned from his years on the ocean. It's how to tie a damn good knot.
So, forgive me for being a tad oblivious, but a sail, is it a large canvas of cloth or the exchange of currency?
It is.
Both.
It is. Hey, Whistle. Farrah, quickly, contain Whistle for a moment while I explain.
I don't know where she is. Do you think I could see her?
I will not be silenced!
Also, she scares
Whistle.
me. I don't want to be beaten up by Whistle.
Okay, well, Whistle, calm down. Let me explain.
I'm using thaumaturgy to amplify my voice. Come in!
As a Fae, I purposefully chose to cause problems today.
Yeah?
I'm done. You all know how I feel about that.
You woke up and chose mischief.
Fair enough. But, Sybil, to answer your question, it is both. S-A-L, sail spelled S-A-L-E refers to the exchange of goods. the exchange of currency for goods and goods.
Goods and services.
Yes, and sail, spelled S-A-I-L, is the cloth draped over a mast that what's called sailors use to pilot boats.
And what is the difference between a sail and a trade?
Very, which one? S-A-L. Trade typically involves trading a good for another good or service. Rather than, it skips out the currency
Rather than
part.
coin, right?
Yes. Like if you were to trade me your tonfa in exchange for, like if I were to trade you my broadsword in exchange for your great axe, or if I were to polish your great axe in exchange for, I don't know, freaking like tidying up my room or something, stuff like that.
Odd. But okay.
They do not have barter systems in the Feywild?
As much as you can with more ephemeral goods. Mostly exchange trade and such is left to the courts, while the denizens just sort of get what they can. Sometimes you find a full set of painter supplies, sometimes you find a single colorful flower.
Nah, so the common folk of the Feywild are more so scavengers than...
Not desperate scavengers. It's... yeah. When the realm itself can freely conjure sustenance, tend to find yourself open to scavenge more creative things. Not to say there aren't desperate parts of the Feywilds. Obviously, you have the Shadowfell and the realms surrounding it, and of course the Winter Courts. Can't forget those. Again, it depends. Are you full and happy? Then you scavenge for fun. Are you starving and in need of food? You scavenge for food. It varies.
You sort of nods with understanding. I get it.
Okay.
Alright, Vera, did you find it? Did you find the door?
I don't know. I'm looking for it right now.
It's clear as day, right here.
Oh,
You see
there
the
it is,
door.
right
But you don't see a door.
What's door? I do not see a door.
there. There goes up to the door.
Why are you staring at that section of wall?
Don't worry about it. And Vera opens the door. You can walk right through.
You see another door over here.
Oh,
Everybody,
another
you
door
see a
over here.
wall.
Just wanted to get this section on the map.
Yeah, hold on. Before you open the door, let me describe what you just saw.
Where is that?
Oh,
You see, so, you see what looks to be on the north has embedded in the back wall what looks to be arches of what looks to be an image of a rust monster over here. There's an alcove with a carved into the arch's keystone is the image of a rust monster.
Oh, that's where we are. Okay, I see where we're at now.
Yeah.
You said, so in here there's a little alcove with like a rust monster and a keystone carved into the wall?
Yep, right here.
Okay. You sort of just...
Can you pause for a second just so I can mark that on my Book of War? Thank you.
Yeah, just maybe I sort of just holds right here. He goes, oh, there's a picture up here.
Alright. And you see probably see Vera looking at this wall here, and it's like, oh, there's another door right here.
This is a wall, Vera.
I mean, she was right last time.
Yeah, and you see Vera open the door.
All right. You open the door and you immediately hear, "Oh, what was that?"
No, more enemies.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
Underwolf.
Who left these footprints?
Wonderwall?
So don't ask me how this will make any sense. How they're behind two secret doors and they're both locked and all that, but. Yep, these guys are just chilling in this room, even though you killed the other guys over yonder. They're just being chilled in this room.
It's a
The
double
thing
block.
is that they've been chilling in this room for at least like a day,
Yep.
No,
and they
here's the
never went
thing.
out to check.
Here's the thing. This is the break room.
Yeah.
There's
Sybil.
lunch in here.
Oh, nope. Guess I'm stuck with the 7.
Sybil, what would you like to do? As you hear, as the wall gets opened up, you hear, "Oh, what was that?"
In common, I assume.
Yeah. They said that in common.
Might as well go check both tonfas in hand.
Okay. Might as well test
I
them
cannot
out.
press spacebar at the moment.
Oh, that's because it was blocked.
Thank you.
I just didn't want somebody to open the door while people were running around constantly. You see bugbears.
I would.
Oh,
I had a
you
light sword with me.
right. You
How
don't
is
have
it
your thing out, so you don't see. Yeah, you just see a room, and you hear commotion in the distance.
I mean, I imagine like Azuraj is glowing.
Yeah,
Wasn't she?
it is. It does not.
Check the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, Azareth is not that powerful. Never mind. You hear something in the distance.
All right, so I'm going to. So I can't see into it. I'm gonna use. Actually, no. This makes for a good choke point. So I am going to put the twin tonfas parallel to my arm, pointing them into the sturdy grip stance.
It's a free action, by the way. I should mention to do the
Free action, yeah. And then
To
I'm going
change
to
the
take the dodge
stance.
action where I am,
Okay.
because I hear something. Can't see it at the moment.
Snakebite. You hear commotion. As you come into the room, you see these two seem to be fighting over a shield. And over yonder here, you see a bunch of weapons on the floor.
Maybe if we just stroll past, they won't notice us.
Stroll past where? You
If-
see
if
that
we
our
just
hand
scroll
it is
through
a
and pretend
singular
like we don't-
room.
If we just put our hands behind us and start whistling, they'll never know.
Exactly.
Say what?
Because like Snakebite did. I'm not sure if Snakebite was trying to. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking things now.
I don't know how
Just
to
do you
anything but
attack or do you just walk away? You know that these are bugbears, and you know that they are associated with Sanathar. Usually.
Snakebite will just shout, "Hey, you guys with Xanathar?"
You a cop?
Yeah.
Tell us if you're a cop.
Basically, yeah.
And you hear them murmur in Goblin.
Shit,
Yeah,
I
we
don't
don't
speak
have a
Goblin.
goblin friend here.
Anything else?
You know, we're gonna. I think I may know a way that's still in character. He sort of goes, I thought I'd ask because if you're trapped in here, there were a bunch of Xanathar guys outside. We killed them a long time ago. You're more than welcome to
No, there it is.
flee for your lives.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay.
I just say, hey, we basically saying, hey, we killed everyone outside in the most snakebite way possible.
Don't worry,
Yes.
gentlemen. We slayed all the Xanathar agents outside.
Yeah,
free to
don't
go.
worry. This one
Fine.
runs towards you and picks up a javelin and he yeets it towards you. As you see a javelin come at your face.
Alright, he's like 60 feet away from me, right?
I know. He just, yeah.
Alright. He's just insane.
What's he supposed to do? Not attack you?
As the first one whizzes by you, barely missing you, the other one comes by and also whizzes past you. And you hear him speaking Goblin as he points to the other two, who are currently in the midst of holding the shield. So this one is going to come over here. And is going to reach over to you and try to grab you. But fails to do so. This one also comes over to try to grab you. And fails to do so. Whistle.
Excellent.
And you see in their hands are what looks to be hammers.
What do they have?
Hammers.
Hammers.
Hammers? Oh.
Yeah.
Whistle's taking my
Bristle's
joke
really
apart.
committing to the bit.
Well, I mean, the janitor's here. It's the whistling to their tune of cleaning up the mess.
So 27 damage really definitely hurts. And then how much damage on the other guy?
12!
Alright.
Yeah.
One looks
Not
horrific and the other one looks singed.
So Whistle explodes out of nowhere, sets them both on fire. Hey! Get your hands off of my friend!
See,
That's it.
Whistle, yours is different. Yours hits harder than mine.
Yeah, that's right. Bonus action. Do I have any cool things I want to do? No, because I gave up most of them when I decided to stop listening to the bad voice. I'm done.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm move past you, and let me just see my range on this.
65 feet away, the other one.
65 feet? Okay, if it's 65 feet, I'll move here, because then I should be within 60 feet.
Okay.
Here's how math works.
Yeah.
God, this.
Yeah, this
What
one
you
looks to
doing?
be barely hanging on. This one looks singed. This one's untouched.
So, acid splash on those two.
Okay.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Uh,
Hang in there, buddy. You might make it.
the first one is apparently the fire is enough to like their fur got like it burnt in such a way that the acid seems to not penetrate that well.
Okay.
But the other one takes the brunt of the acid.
Nice.
Okay. And then,
Bonus action.
that one.
No,
No?
because it's not an attack. I'm pretty sure your thing is an it might
hold
I
on.
might be wrong, but
Let me look up my features.
I do apologize if I am wrong.
Let me double check. When you cast an cantrip that normally targets only one creature and deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison, the spell can instead target two creatures that are within the spell's range.
Yes.
Right,
Acid
you're
Splash
not
is not a
targeting them.
target creature, it's a AoE.
Yep.
Okay.
You still did a good, you still like hurt
Or,
one pretty
if you
bad.
want to treat it this way, you targeted the one guy, and then you got to target the second one, which
Yeah.
is exactly what that ability lets you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way.
But
way.
you did do something. No bonus
Yeah.
action?
No, because why would I waste the bonus action at the moment?
Fair enough. Sybil. Time to
Not
test
worth
out
the
those
action
tonfas?
economy.
Tonfa.
Do it.
I could see at least those in the back. And
You got these
Wait.
Guys look pretty damn hurt.
Yep. With stretched Armstrong, I'm not going to be able to jump that high. Yep,
Yeah,
so I'm going to move up to here.
Yep.
See if I can't finish off.
You guys are in for it now.
Do you switch your stance?
Given the fact I don't know what that boy in the back.
Once per turn, you can switch your stance, basically, as a free action.
I'm still going to go in with the sturdy grip.
Okay.
But I still, at least from what I can read, I still get +1. I still get the +1 magical benefit.
Yeah.
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 So we're gonna start with a strike against this one.
Yep. Go ahead. Awesome. Bonk him into death.
All right, offhand. Not offhand. Second strike with the Tonfa.
Strike's true.
And since these are light, I can go for an offhand strike.
Yep.
That was almost a 20.
But you knock both of them dead. Or unconscious.
Yep.
Alright.
Which then would allow me to move up 15 here. And then, yeah, use...
That's right. I probably should have done a different spell, because that would have done the same thing, but different.
use the Sun Greaves to close the remaining distance.
Okay.
You know, guys, I don't think I'd want to fight us.
In small groups like this? No.
Alright.
Alright, this guy's space on my turn.
Yeah. Snake bite.
Time for the pancake
Alrighty.
snake bite charge.
Alrighty, I will. Oh, firstly, I will run 30 feet over here. Bonus action, I would like to use my key card to teleport over here.
So there
Okay.
you go.
Now that we've got those sweet flanking bonuses,
Yep. +2 to your attack.
swipe.
The bugbear stalker's just like, oh bother.
Unfortunately, fortunately,
Flanking?
yep, both of them. I know. I had to double check to see what they're working at. But yeah, AC wise, you are hit by both strikes. All right.
Yeah, I played my card to the inspiration hand. If you want to do that, deal with that. Yep, then that's my turn.
Sounds good. It is going to do first. It's going to go for a quick grapple on Sybil. I need you to make me a dex save.
Alright.
You're able to avoid it. It angrily decides to take its Morning Star it has in its hand and to swing at you.
Who's you?
At Sybil. Yeah, at Sybil.
Alright, AC 17 because of the stance.
Yep. That is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Alright.
Proving Sybil's observation of you can't deflect heavy weapons very well.
As you take 13 piercing, as it hits a little harder than you expect from the weapon, and as he clobbers you, he spins around to hit you, Snakebite, and that's a 20 to hit, so that misses.
Yep. Playing against your shield.
Yep. As he just let out an angry roar in Goblin. Whistle.
Okay, they're both a little banged up, but not super banged up.
And you notice in that, like, the Xanathar people seem to just fight to the death for some reason.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Yep.
Whistle is going to sort of meander over this way. That's a dex save. This is an attack roll. We'll just attack. Might regret that.
Starry Wisp. That just hits.
Yay!
Yay.
So, Whistle sends a streak of. Whistle lifts her hand and then like blows on it, and a brilliant green butterfly just flutters over, lands on him, and explodes in a flash of light that coats him in glowing dust. That's my go. I'm not doing anything else right now.
All right, Vera.
Alright, I will move here because I'm still within range of it. And so the thing is, like, I realized something as I was looking through my cantrips. There's one I probably could have done that would have done the thing I wanted it to do, but
I mean, you can only target up to 2 creatures, unless.
well, yeah. No, I know. Like, I shouldn't have done Acid Splash because it's AoE. This one specifies 1 creature, so I could have done like the target back.
I guess Green Flame Blade is targeting 1 creature. Huh. Anyway, sorry. Keep going.
I need. Oh wait, no, wait. 30 feet. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. That was 30 feet. Right, it is 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet, and I'm 45. So...
yeah, Thorny. Very funny.
Hold on, if I move there, I can't do that one. Never mind.
Let me guess, good old Firebolt.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Firebolt. Why can't you? Why won't it let me delete this? Hold on.
I can delete it for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I should have done that one, but then I would have just targeted the ones in front.
I mean, knocking them prone would have just given advantage to the person.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with your allies nearby, you struggle to hit.
Yeah. I wish I would have rolled that first, because it probably would have hit. But whatever.
The other one was a save and throw, so it didn't even.
I know, but it's one of those things of like you roll one spell and then you switch in.
Maybe.
Like, oh, the other one's not gonna hit. Never gonna hit usually.
Sybil, you see that they are battered a bit from the blows already.
All right. Seeing as this is
Fine.
prime opportunity, I'm gonna switch my grips so they're both held like swords, and I'm gonna start wailing.
Going for the stun.
All right.
Yep. So between flanking and swift grip, could have a +3 to all the +3 to the displayed rolls.
Definitely hit. That's 1 hit. That's 2 hits. That unfortunately does not hit on the last one.
Yeah.
As he's able to see the last one come in, and he smacks it away with his Morning Star.
A strike to the knees, a strike to the ribs, but as I go for the strike to the head, obviously the most oh shit, what? He brings up his shield and blocks it.
No shield, he just like grabs your hand.
I'd like to point out,
yeah.
Those weapons have topple. And if you were to topple him in one of the first strikes, you'll get advantages on the ones after it.
Here's the funny thing.
They have slow.
Because of the weapon Link's put.
Oh.
Because of I'll have to explain it afterwards, but yeah, that'll end my turn because I was bonus action, and I may have not have battered him as badly as I like, but you know who's directly behind him?
Yeah. Snakebite, want to finish it?
Yes, let's finish this guy.
All right. Strike.
Ooh! You know what? Fuck it. We're overkilling. We're gonna go to.
Well, let's see. So that's
Yeah,
13.
don't overkill unless you know it's dead.
16.
So it's 16 total. All right. Are you doing a smite?
Where are you getting 16 from?
Because they're not undead or fiend.
Undead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pump in a divine smite.
Okay.
First level.
As you see, they're barely holding on, and then you channel the magics to finish them off.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be a crit divine smite too?
It
Oh,
would,
yeah, that's
but sure. Roll the 2d8
Roll
again.
the extra crit damage. I want to see my overkill. 19 total.
They had 20 HP.
Nice.
19 total, right? Radiant from the smite.
It was 35 damage that you did with that slap.
All right.
Alright.
Damn, paladin smites go hard, man.
Do you investigate this area that looks to be an armory of sorts?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Perception or
everybody starts to
investigation checks, please.
While everybody's investigating, Whistle will sit down and ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Snakebite. Yeah, I'll just have for like a point of focus. Snakebite's investigation. He's going to be mostly focusing around the weapons, just inspecting them to see if they're up to snuff.
Okay, so you're each individually investigating.
Well, I am. Well,
You get
I
the
just
smithing
wanted-
tools, which gives you advantage.
Yep. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
That's still not much better.
Yeah. So with your roll, Snakebite, you know, they're weapons. Most of them look to be mostly deteriorated. Rust has eaten away the metal, and dampness has rotted away leather straps and bindings on the shields and armor. And you believe most of these are useless and irreparable damage. And Vera, you come to the same thing. To note, the racks, there's weapons and armor racks that stand like library bookshelves in the middle of the room, and dusty web-filled aisles between them. Half embedded in the floor in the middle of the room is what looks to be a foot-thick, 6-foot diameter stone sharpening wheel, and a stone pedal next to the wheel causes it to turn the wheel when stepped on. There is a total of shields, battle axes, morning stars, warhammers, war picks, and javelins throughout this room.
I would like to. Are the javelins in any good condition? Or
It
are they
says
all
that
just rusted?
most of these items have deteriorated to the point of being useless.
All right. Okay,
I mean,
so
They threw
Javelin.
2 at you, so you could probably grab those 2.
yeah, I'll grab the two
They
that
had
do it.
javelins on them. They come with javelins.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
so
fine.
grab those 2.
Yeah, I'll grab those 2 javelins then, because I need more javelins.
What does Whistle do?
Jab. She ritual casts Detect Magic.
You do not detect any magic.
Okay.
But do you want to make a perception or investigation roll?
I will work with Squeak for a perception check. And grab that advantage. Well, the advantage didn't help, but 22 is still pretty good.
So, like I said, most of the area seems to be in disarray and not too great, but you do find within the racks what looks to be a wooden case.
What's this? What's this here? Got a little case.
It is locked.
Case of the cases. Case of the locked cases.
It is a slight. It looks like once you brush the dust, it looks to be a little bit more of an ornate wooden box, with dwarven runes throughout it.
Excuse me.
Looks dwarven. I guess must have traded for some wood. I mean, I don't blame them. You know, they'd probably enjoy carving up all those dead trees. It looks like the box is locked. It doesn't want to open for me.
Let's take a quick look at this. Snakebite?
I'm not
You know,
getting any
Dwarvish.
hints of magic, but it could be trapped.
Do you want to read the dwarvish stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll read the dwarven.
On the battlefield, there is little time to worry for one's honor and fair fighting. So saith the weak of spirit, black of soul. Dire circumstances are no excuse for forgetting one's manners and sense of property. Grasp thine blade firmly in hand and educate these brutes in the way of proper gentlemanly conduct. And then it looks like a name, Pierre the Proper.
Here, the proper. I'm gonna make a. Well, I'll recite that that little spiel, and then I'll look to history check the name Pierre the Proper. If you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sounds half elven as fuck.
What does 17 get me? Well, I mean, it's in Dwarven, so I wouldn't be that sure.
I know, but it sounds half elven as fuck.
So 17, it's hard to say. These ruins are quite old, but it's possible that a long time ago, there could have been a famed duelist that is a dwarven duelist by the name of Pierre. Might have been exist.
If I had to guess, I'd say whatever's in this box belonged to this Pierre character. And then after that, I would like to perception check it to see if it's trapped in any way.
Okay. At least with detect magic, you know there's no magical things on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 10.
I mean, it looks just like a locked box.
Alright. Looks good for my eye, Vera.
Okay. I mean, here, I could take... So, repeat the thing again?
The dwarven stuff?
Yeah.
On the field of battle, there is little time to worry for one's honor and fair fighting. So saith the weak of spirit and black of soul. Dire circumstances are no excuse for forgetting one's manners and sense of propriety. Grasp thine blade firmly in hand and educate these brutes in the way of proper gentlemanly conduct.
Okay.
Kind of contradictory in a sense, because he says that the field of battle is no place to worry about honor and dignity and get heals.
No,
you're reading it wrong. The first bit is what he says that the weak of mind and heart say. So the first bit is what he doesn't believe.
Okay, I see. Above table, I was being an idiot and reading that wrong.
So saith the weak is so saith is basically old speech for that, so they say,
okay.
basically.
I thought you said so slayeth.
Yeah, no, that's old speak for that's what bitches say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Fair
pick the lock?
No, okay, so can you type it out real quick? Just so I can read it for my own.
Okay, I'll type it out.
Thank you. It's one of those things that I'm trying to figure out because I have a feeling there's a way to do it without having to pick the lock to open it. Just in my own head. And I have a feeling I know what it is. I just want to make sure I'm understanding it correctly. Also, let's see. See. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Do I have that prepared? I do have that prepared. Okay. Let me see. In the field of battle, there is this little Tory for one's honor and fair fighting. So saith the weak, spirit and black of soul, dire circumstances, just for forgetting one's manners and sense the proper. Grasp thine blade firmly in hand and educate these brutes in the way of proper gentlemanly conduct. Okay. So, think I know what this means. I will Vero grip like her blade in hand
Okay.
and
Sarah, I swear to God, if you try to lecture us on what spoons to use with the soup,
she will.
Oh, I realize I gentlemanly was misspelled, but you know.
Yeah, I get you. I'm just trying to understand the gentlemanly conduct part. Ways of prop. I guess looking to a snake bite.
Yes.
She will do the thing of educating him in proper gentlemanly conduct.
Which entails what?
What are you doing? Farah, why are you looking at me like that?
no, God.
You see her like look to snake bite. All right, so first off, snake bite. You must stand up straight. Stand up straight, man.
He usually stands up tall and straight. Yeah, he's already, but he.
Feet together. Feet together. Come on.
What are you
Proper
doing?
posture.
What are you doing, Vera?
Proper posture. You see her smack you with the blade.
Hey!
You smack them with the blade.
Alright, it's like. You sort of like stands up straight, like proper posture.
Oh, and don't forget to put your pinky out when you're holding your shield.
Yep, pinky out. Come on.
I know you can't see it, but I'm actively holding my pinky out and having my hand up behind my camera.
Okay.
Anything reacting from the box?
No.
Vero turned the whistle.
What?
All right. Do as snakebite does.
I can't be gentlemanly.
But you can be ladylike.
I am a lady.
Yes.
Come on, Whistle. Proper posture.
I have a better idea.
That's right. It can't count you if it can't see you. Sybil.
Exactly!
Proper form.
Certainly.
And Vero actually do her proper form as well.
Uh-huh. You all look quite good. Quite capable fighters.
That didn't work.
It's me.
By opening the box. Are you staring at it expecting it to do something, or are you going to try opening it?
It very
Hello?
well could have-
I'll try opening it now, like try and pick the lock.
Okay, make me a sleight of hand. Well, actually, you're not trained in. It's just a dex check.
Yep. I mean, it's the same modifier either way.
Yeah. You struggle with the lock. It's an old style lock.
Did you try just opening it without the lockpick? Now that we're all standing straight and being proper.
I would assume. Okay, I'll try that.
It's locked.
All right.
Any other bright
You
ideas?
can never be too sure about these things.
Okay. I want to do a thing.
Yeah.
Can I try and figure out what the thing on the box means exactly?
Sure. Make me a intelligence check.
Intelligence. Okay. Straight intelligence.
Yeah, you can throw investigation in. Why not?
Okay.
It's a quote from Pierre the Proper, probably.
All right.
Well, a motto of sorts.
Yeah.
Sybil, do you want to give it a try? See if you can pop the lock on it? Since I feel like the quote does nothing in this situation. Sybil?
Eh?
Vera just asked you, it's like, do you want to give it an attempt to pop the lock? Since the quote seems to do nothing.
And a feeling it was more of a mantra for the warriors. But I suppose.
Well, perfect. Perfect. You two are warriors.
Make me a
You can
dex
figure it
check,
out.
please. Does anybody help you?
I'll give you help.
Alright. Sanctify holds the case firm for you.
Mm-hmm.
Make me a dex check with advantage.
What am I doing?
A dex check.
Yeah, dex check. Okay.
Unless you're
Dexterity.
spassing the lock in.
Oh yeah, I do have thieves' tools in my back pocket actually.
Hmm.
I believe they're Vera's.
Okay. You managed to pick the lock.
Open her up.
You see what looks to be a magnificent craftsmanship. What looks to be an elegant grip with a barrel that extends outwards into what looks to be a blade with a lot of filigree along the dull end of the sword, with what looks to be almost like a rapier-like hilt over where the trigger grip trigger guard is placed. You almost mistake it for a blade until you look closely at the barrel and you see the trigger. This is an elegant blade/gun, and here's a picture of it.
Gunblade.
Stick
By the way,
medic scoffs at it. Gunblade.
The map has also been updated.
Nice.
Take a look at that.
Why doesn't it show up?
I'll
And
never
detect
understand
magic
the
goes
hype
off
behind
for
it.
you, Whistle.
Say what?
Oh wait, no, you went invisible. Detect magic ends. Never mind.
Meh.
You stick by sort of looks at the gunblade and scoffs. I will never understand the hype, the appeal of these things. They are barely functioning at best.
May I take a look at it?
By all means, he sort of like opens the case and presents it to you.
Yeah. Vera like grabs the blade very carefully as I take a look over it.
Are you doing an identify or are you just looking it over?
I will do identify.
Okay, you spend 10 minutes to do identify. Bullet and blade, all one needs for a proper duel. You gain a +1 attack and damage to this magic weapon. This firearm also counts as a short sword and for the purpose of melee weapon attacks. You also have point blank. When you hit a creature with a melee attack using this weapon, you can immediately make a ranged attack with this weapon on the same creature as a bonus action, or by using one of your extra attacks. You make this attack with advantage, ignoring the disadvantage caused by being within 5 feet. You also can do Declaration. You can use your bonus action to summon a spectral glove in an open hand and throw it at a creature within 30 feet of you to challenge the creature to a fair duel. The creature must be able to see you. The target has to make a wisdom save. The DC scales with your proficiency and charisma modifier and becomes provoked by you. Each turn, the provoked creature must use an action to attack you. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns and an effect on itself. This property ends if you or the preferred creature deals damage to or dealt damage by a creature uninvolved in the duel, as it has sullied the conditions of fair play. If the creature cannot attack you on its turn, the effect ends. You can do this once per short rest.
Ooh.
And it's called Bout.
Bout.
And it requires attunement.
Of course it does.
Fuck.
Hold on.
Damn it. That's the perfect tank weapon. Nope, never mind. It's attunement locked.
Well, it's also a perfect Vera weapon, all things considered, because she
yeah.
especially in guns and short swords.
Oh yeah, definitely. Lover, what'd you find? What'd you find on that thing?
This does require bullets, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, Vera says a blade that I wish to keep.
I mean, you could keep it in its case and have it there as a moniker.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure why you would keep that thing, but okay.
So yeah, quickly run over it again. So it works as both a short sword and a gun.
It's a pistol, but when you melee, it's a short sword.
My melee, it's a short sword. Okay.
And when you hit with it, you can immediately make an attack with advantage, either as a bonus action or with any additional attacks you've got. It ignores the close combat problems.
You basically stab because you pierce into them, and then you can
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, it's like you have the other end in them. You're very unlikely to miss.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then the other one is once per short rest, you can try basically declare a fair duel where both of you basically have to fight each other.
And you said something using my charisma modifier?
Yeah, the DC is based on your proficiency plus charisma modifier.
My proficiency plus my control.
And DC 8 by default too. So.
But it's still a +1 weapon that is both a short sword and a pistol. Outside.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 8 plus proficiency plus charisma modifier. All DCs start at 8, but so.
So all things considered, this isn't a thing above table. I could unattune from TikTok because literally I've never used it.
Wait, what's TikTok again?
It lets you do some. It lets you do some cool stuff.
Hold on. I'll post it. This is not the. It's not.
It has not evolved yet. You have the rare version.
Yeah, it's not the evolved version. Hold on. Let me see. Can I? There. Display and check. So I think I have time crunch currently. I think is the most.
I mean, I can pull up the uncommon version.
Yeah. I think the most I have is time crunch. But if it was evolved, then, well, yeah.
How do you evolve it then?
I have no clue.
So this is what you get it for the rare version.
Yep. Thank you. Hold on. Wherever it is. There it is. Thank you. Yep. Time crunch. Yeah. So it's basically as I would have to use an action and basically give somebody. I think that's essentially haste.
You give as an action, you can make somebody basically use their full movement speed and take an action or bonus action.
Once per day, you can basically give somebody an extra turn.
Yep.
Yeah, that is really good, dude.
It's really good.
Now you can use it again, but you get an exhaustion.
Yeah.
Each time.
Yeah.
Which is a minus penalty now.
That's still a really, really powerful item. Why don't you use it?
It's one of those. Well, to be fully honest, it's using my action, which.
It's your action too, but you can immediately give yourself. It takes only a bonus action to activate if you use it on yourself, though.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
So basically, if you use it on yourself, you can basically get an extra 30 feet.
And an extra action.
And an extra action.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Again, I'm throwing magical items here that may or may not ever get used, but I just think they're cool magical items. So I'm like, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's one of those things of, so Yeah, it's just the thing is above table. Like, I'm maxed out on attunement. Like, if I wanted to attune to the bout weapon,
You even
I would have to unattune from
You say
Amulet of Health.
if you wanted. We know you want to, but
Yeah.
in order to do
It
so-
depends. Do you want to be a melee combatant?
yeah. How often are you stepping into melee is the question here.
Well,
Anytime,
how
more
many
accurate
times
question.
am I forced into melee? Is the better question.
Let me rephrase. How often do you want to be in melee? Let me rephrase.
That's
And
fine,
you
yeah.
can't shoot it twice because it has the loading property. So you would
Yeah.
have to melee and then shoot it once. If you
Yeah,
have extra
Yeah.
attack.
Honestly, my question would be, how many times have you used the arc light rapier?
Well, that doesn't require attunement.
Yeah, the point he's trying to make is you're
How many times have you attacked with a melee weapon?
yeah.
What? Okay, so you have an option to consider this weapon now. It's nothing that you have to do right now, but you have that now.
Yeah.
You can put in the bag of
Alright,
holding.
cool.
Hold on. There's one very, very, very important point.
Yeah.
You are absolutely capable of using the weapon normally. Like you might not get the magical benefits of it, but if you just want
wait,
the badass functions of having a sword that also stabs people, nothing's
So-
stopping you from doing that.
So
That's
let me
true.
ask an important question with bout.
Yeah.
So I could use it still as a gun and sword. I just would not be able to do the dueling property of it.
You wouldn't be able to duel or get the point blank, and you wouldn't get a +1 bonus to it.
That's the issue.
It would
Because-
just be a normal basically it's just a normal pistol/blade until
Well, the point
you
is,
attune it.
if all you care about is it being super fucking cool, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? It's just one of those things. The point blank is very useful for me since that would essentially make it so I don't really have to worry about range until I get a feat.
True. Every turn
No,
you could
other-
slash and then shoot. Yeah.
No, other way around. Well, I guess you're good at range anyway. I think that's what you mean.
Basically,
Yeah,
they're
I'm
saying
not
that
good-
you don't that you can close the gap.
Well,
basically.
Yeah, no, I mean, let me rephrase it. When I'm close to an enemy, I don't have to worry about my range being at
Right.
disadvantage, essentially.
hmm
I gotcha.
But no, it doesn't affect your spells though. This is purely if you wouldn't be using your spell
So
slot.
again,
Yeah, I know.
it's again the question of attunement slots as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are you attuned to right now?
Ghost
You have a lot of
Revolver-
guns.
Well,
Yeah.
no. So the only gun that I'm actually attuned to is the Ghost Revolver. Chaos Keeper does not require attunement, and the Arc Light Rapier does not require
Yeah,
attunement.
they're both uncommon for a reason.
Yeah, so you've got that, the time clock, and the
Amulet.
TikTok
Of
and
health.
the amulet of health.
Amulet of health. It's the big thing. Amulet of
What's
health is
your-
like what's holding you back. It's very useful, and
What's
especially if
your
you're going to
base
go with melee.
constitution without the amulet.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna just open
Correctly,
up.
I think it's 11.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna open up
Oh.
Vera's like.
Yeah, they don't have high con.
Oh.
No, she has better con than it was beforehand. It's because remember she had stats redone.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
Okay.
A reawakening.
That's
Yeah.
true, that's true.
Yeah. So hold on. If I take off Amulet of Health on her. Oh wait, I already have it taken off on her D&D Beyond. Hold on. Let me reattune to it on my D&D Beyond, and I'll tell you. So with Amulet of Health on
You have 14.
her, she has 19 con, so plus
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, you have 14 con normally. So you're
Yeah,
you're
14
losing out
14.
on +2.
I'd go from 57 to 45 health,
Mm. Mm.
meaning I'd be a lot squishier.
All right. So
That is true.
do you guys want to save this conversation for a post session?
Yeah, I think we'll save it for post session. For now, I think.
We could also
I'm
start
not the-
heading up to Troll Skull for like a reset.
We also could just like
Yeah, but I don't want to have to try to work my way back down here again.
I think for now,
Because we still got time to explore a few more rooms.
yeah.
Yeah, my main thing with going back to Troll Skull is that it will allow us to do heavy, I believe the term's rejiggering.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, you know, every day ticks, you get the Bastion turn, then. The Bastion is at the end of the week.
Yeah.
It doesn't do too much,
okay.
but...
How about this? We still have one more area to investigate, which is over here.
And, yeah. And beyond the staircase.
And beyond, but
Well,
I think...
so Whistle has a sketch of the entire area. There's definitely quite a few rooms down there. Just to be clear.
There is like, so what I'm just trying to say is that you could look through a few more rooms, perhaps, but
I don't know.
There's about 12 more areas we'd be looking through.
Yeah,
roughly.
I'm not saying you're gonna get through all of them tonight, but if you want to at least look through a few more, there you have the potential.
How's everyone else feeling?
Or we can call it here if you guys feel like you want. This is a good stopping point.
That's why I'm asking. Like, how's everyone else feeling?
I mean, I'm okay. I support whatever everybody's down for.
I don't care either way.
Colin?
Again, my thought is just also going back to base would also allow everyone to like be able to narratively reset a bit, so we could all meet up. And I don't know, I'm just thinking of expediting the process because it sounds like we got a lot of things to discuss after session.
Yeah, I mean, okay. How about this? So I think we stop session here. We wait because next week we should hopefully have Lucian and Mai back.
Yeah.
We go up north. We take care of the Xanathar Guild up north. Then we essentially go to Troll Skull because Troll Skull, as much.
Well, you're going to be going to Skullport after you kill the.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. We go back to Zentarum because they'll hopefully lead us to Skullport, and then Skullport is a place where we can do the reorganizing and recuperating and all that. Because Harpers are a thing. We're going to be delivering to a Harper place, which can let us do our resting, recuperating, and all that.
Skullport is basically the hub area, like, for this adventure, pretty much. Like, you can travel, obviously, you know,